have a drink or two. My hair is red, my skin is bright. I like to drink some Nunos with my gooners. Do it every day, and if you're not a gooner, that means you are gay. Mook can't sleep, 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 Mook can't sleep. 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 Hi, my name is Connor Mook. I stay up late every night. I like to have a drink or two. My hair is red, my skin is bright. I like to drink some Nunos with my gooners. Do it every day, and if you're not a gooner, that means you are gay. Mook can't sleep. 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 Hi, my name is Connor Mook. I stay up late every night. I like to have a drink or two. My hair is red, my skin is bright. I like to drink some Nunos with my gooners. Do it every day, and if you're not a gooner, that means you are gay. Mook can't sleep. 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 Mook can't.
It's Mook, it's Mook can't sleep, well it's Mook. It's Mook can't sleep, well it's Mook. It's Mook can't sleep, we're calling to see why Mook can't sleep.
Mook can't sleep, Mook can't sleep, Mook can't sleep, Mook can't sleep, Mook can't sleep.
Live? Are we live? Oh my god, hello, welcome back to Mook Can't Sleep. Drop some candles in the goddamn chat. Let me see who's here. First Mook Can't Sleep of 2026. It is good to be back. We got Derek from the chat, Franchise Flock, Callie Young, Chance Brand, Mark33, Slim Kaka, the franchise, I already said him, Nishu, Natalie's back, Matt AZ is back, Yukon Cornelius is back, Thad Bullock is back. Let's fucking go. What's going on, chat? How we doing? Silk Hunter. Mook can't shave. Yes, I'm looking. I don't know if I like that cam. I don't know. I'm going through something. I'm not shaving right now. I'm unshaven. Exactly. Drop some candles in the chat. Welcome to the show, everybody. It is great to be here on this rainy Thursday night in Chicago. I'm joined by Mareshi Techie. Mareshi in the building. Hello, Maresh.
What's up?
Why don't you show him what's going on?
I did.
You showed him that mitt?
My hand?
You showed him your hand?
My hand.
What about your foot?
It's
What about your trench foot that you're hiding over there?
I'm gonna have to chop it off.
Maresh has diabetes, everyone.
I don't have.
Can we get
diabetes.
prayers in the chat for Maresh? Maresh has diabetes.
I have bad feet. I don't have fucking diabetes.
Maresh has diabetes, and we're probably gonna have to do a live amputation on the show as well.
I would pay for it to be amputated.
They're saying you got trench foot.
If I could,
Tresh foot.
if I could still ski with like both of my feet amputated, I'm all about body mods. Like I would get rid of all my teeth and have like veneers.
You're trying to like.
I'm
trying
going
to
for
tune yourself up.
Yeah, I'm just going for like.
What?
Just like making things like easier. You don't have to brush veneers, do you?
I think you still have to.
I would like mouthwash.
That'd be pretty sick just to get veneers so you
That's
don't
what
have to
I'm
brush
saying.
anymore.
Like, you're gonna lose.
But
a
wait,
teeth.
back to your you have gout.
I don't
You
have
have gout or diabetes?
No, I know it's not gout because I've had gout, and I know what that's like.
Why have you had gout? That's
Because I was in Africa drinking like red wine and eating like.
Oh, so you're blaming it on the Africans?
I was eating like zebra.
This just in, Maresh blames gout on African. I'm going to tell Zal you
I
said
was
that.
eating like zebra and like game meat and drinking beautiful red wine from the Stellenbosch region.
The Stellenbosch.
Yeah, you don't know anything about Stellenbosch, my
No.
child.
No. So what is up with your foot?
Or
do you not want to say it?
No, it's fine. It's just like a gross word, but I believe I have a bunion. It's just a terrible thing.
You got bunions, bro?
Yeah, my mom and my grandfather had them, and I think at the ripe age of 31, they've come for me.
So that just means your foot's just fucked. It's
It's
not
just-
an actual diet because the only
No,
thing I know
it's-
about bunions is from grown-ups.
Nah, dude, I got fucking toe spacers coming in.
Toe spacers?
Yeah.
Oh, so your toes are just on top of one another.
My big toe on my left foot is starting to invert.
Maresh got bunions, bro.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know about is that an actual medical diagnosis? Diagnosis?
What was that?
Is that a medical like term or is it just like you got bunions?
I mean, it's not a plural. It's just like I got a bunion.
A bunion.
Yeah, it's like when the the bone like grows and bumps out. It's gross.
Oh, so it is medical.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, if it gets really bad, I'll have to get surgery, and you'll know because I'll be down for 3 months.
Dude, Maresh has bunions and diabetes. This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. My boy, he goes to Africa once, gets gout, and then you went on
That was bad.
an Asian trip.
That was like bad. I was super embarrassed about the gout.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's like a bad look.
I actually
the
think
only other person in this office that I know who's had gout is Mikey Betts.
that's tough.
So like, it's a tough one too.
Spin zone though, if you have gout, it's very like I'm a king, like I live however the fuck I want. Like kings had gout because
yeah,
they
it was
were
a king's disease.
it was a king's disease.
But now in like 2026, where like everyone's healthy, or
it's like I'm just fat.
it's just like a fat and slovenly disease.
It's just a fat guy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mikey Betts was like so down bad from it. He was like, he got a walking boot, which was like,
That's tough.
that's soft.
That is a little soft. You got to play through
Like,
the gout.
be a man, limp.
I can't believe you got bunions.
Yeah, no, it's embarrassing.
Is the other foot okay?
Yeah, right. My right foot's like stronger than it's ever been.
I was also thinking Funyuns. No, Maresh, you got Funyuns, bro.
I do have Funyuns.
I got Funyuns. We all
Put
got
the Funyuns in the bag.
Put the Funyuns in the bag. Well, chat, we have an absolute treat tonight, and I'm not going to hold him any longer. Tonight we have Timm Woods. And I know there's a big college football game going on, and I haven't streamed in what feels like 6 months. We're gonna regain here. We're gonna be tonight's gonna be very fun. We have Timm Woods. We have Timm Woods for an hour or two. He has PMT early tomorrow, and we got to make sure he rests up for that. So we're gonna do Timm Woods for like an hour or two. And then I'm going to run it solo. We're going to get Maresh out of here. We got to get him some sleep. He's got to go rest up his bunion. And then I'm going to
I'll be sleeping I'm going to couch max.
your couch maxing.
Yeah, until we go to dinner tomorrow.
Why? Because of the bunion? Will she not let you in the bed because of the bunion?
No, well, she won't let me in the bed because I'm not going to get home till late.
Oh, really?
Well, no. She would let me in the bed. I feel bad
Okay. It's more of a you
waking
thing.
someone up.
That's fair.
So I'll just couch max.
Couch. You have a great couch.
I'll watch.
So I actually don't feel.
Yeah, I'm going to pop on a couple episodes of Homeland, take a couple Advil,
Oh, that's
put some ice on the bunion after a long day,
that sounds amazing.
get the toe spacers in.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm not going to eat food like your fat ass, though.
What are you talking? My fat ass. I'm looking skinny.
You want to talk about gout? Gout's coming for you.
I don't have gout.
Gout's coming.
You could barely walk right now. You
Yeah.
have bunion.
And I still beat your ass.
You have I would murk you right now. You're weak.
And I'd still beat you.
No, you wouldn't,
I would beat you in anything.
bro. You're walking around this office like you need a cane.
King
currently.
Shit. King shit.
But you have bunions, not gout. If you had gout, I'd be like, Maresh, you're a king. You're a king, Maresh. But bunion is just.
It's honestly, if we want to get deep into the nitty gritty here, it's the shoe industry. It's big shoe industry's fault.
It's fact. They're too
narrow.
They're too narrow.
Yeah, cramming my fucking honkers in them things.
We got to get you some diabetes shoes.
Why would I have diabetes shoes?
Because you got to lose
This
a
is
foot.
offensive because diabetes is like throbbing pains up your like legs from your feet.
The chat
Pins and
saying,
needles.
chat is saying it might be Big Soul.
Get me some Dr. Scholl's.
Did Dana have gout? Dana might have.
Yeah.
If you told me Dana had gout
they
now,
brought up that Biz had gout.
King's disease.
Yeah.
You might.
So you know what? I'm back in on the gout.
Yeah.
I'm back in on that's cool. I might just start reclassifying this.
But if I had gout, I'd sit here and spin it like I'm a king, but it would really just be because I'm a scumbag.
Yeah, yours would actually. Here's the thing: you don't got bred to be eating steak like you need to be moving.
All right, yeah, we're gonna move off this topic. I'm gonna go grab Timm Woods.
You ain't got bred like that.
Chat. What I was getting to was tonight will be small but mighty until after the Miami game.
Oh.
But I'm gonna need vibes. I'm gonna need vibes from the chat tonight. Timm Woods is very excited to be here. He wants to engage with the chat. He wants to talk to you guys. So I encourage everyone that's in the chat right now, get ready to call into the show.
Wait, before we get Tim in here,
yeah,
you want to tell them the big news?
The big news.
Yeah, the big news.
What's the big news?
You don't know the big news? You know the big news. We talked about it in our one-on-one.
We don't have one. Well, back it up.
You didn't want to tell them that.
We don't have. Wait.
Hey,
Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing.
Why are you hiding?
Stop what you're doing right now.
Why are you hiding this?
A one-on-one. When did we have? We don't have one-on-ones.
Well, I sent you that email. Welcome to the team, and then.
No. There's no emails.
What do you mean?
There are no emails.
What do you mean?
I don't like what you're doing right now. You're trying to put me in a spot.
You don't want to tell them?
There's nothing to say.
I don't want to like out you.
We don't have one-on-ones. We have 1v1s.
No, we had
This is 1v1.
We had our beginning of the year one-on-one where we went over your goals.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Things you want to do more of. Things you want to.
You are not my boss.
What do you mean?
You are not my boss. I will call the Better Business Bureau.
Yikes.
You are not my boss.
Yikes.
That is crazy talk. The fact that you would say that and try
Yikes.
to insinuate that is insane.
This is going to get brought up in our next bi-weekly.
We don't have a bi-weekly.
We met today at 11.
I pull up my Google Calendar.
You don't use that.
Yeah, I do.
I know because you didn't accept the invite when I
There was no invite to accept.
Yeah, no, I know.
Well, this is fucked up what you're doing, right? This is fucked up.
And you don't think this is going to come up in your mid-year. And I'm going to point to January 8th on the mid-year. I'm going to say you haven't changed a bit.
I'm calling the Better.
We're edging towards a pip.
I'm calling like that.
We're getting so
There's no. What do you mean we're edging towards a pip?
We're getting so close to a pip.
Who is we?
Me. And giving you.
No, if anything, this is not. This is one. This is not true. Two, you would be like my agent, which means that roles reversed. I need you to do more for me.
Two things can be true.
So you're my agent?
I can be vocal internally like your agent. I can also still be your boss.
No. There is no pip. There is no pip. There is no one-on-one. I'm not on Maresh's team. We only 1v1.
If you don't
I would
want
like to make that clear.
If you don't want to be truthful with your audience, that's okay.
That is what you're doing.
I respect what you're doing. I would also probably try to do that if I was the host of a show and my boss was sitting behind the desk in the corner.
I respect what you're doing.
But it's not correct, and I will have to do something about it someday. So
I respect what you just did right there.
That
was good work by you.
I don't respect. What do you
That
mean?
was good work by you.
You respect.
I got to get Timm Woods in.
You got to respect.
We got to get Timm Woods.
You got to respect what I did the last calendar year to get promoted and be your boss.
You are not my boss. You are not my boss. Maresh did. Hey, I'll say this. W. Maresh. Maresh is going to run this company in a year.
We don't have
W. Maresh. Promotion Maresh. Not my boss.
Technically, I am your boss.
No. Not my boss.
Technically, yes.
If anyone calls in tonight and says that Maresh is my boss, you are getting dropped.
You're also going to get a fraction.
you-
You're gonna get a fraction of Mook's bonus.
And you run the phone lines, so that's I can't really drop.
You will
that
get a
off. I don't
fraction
have the
of
power
Mook's
to drop any.
2026.
This
to
just turned into
2027.
Maresh can't sleep. That is exact. Okay, I'm going to get Tim. Chat. Let's get fired up for Timm Woods. I'm going to be reading a lot of chat. I want to pick his brain about a bunch of stuff, and then we're going to turn to the phone line. So Maresh, why don't you flash the phone number on screen just so we have callers on hold, guys? Please call in tonight. We're going to keep it casual. We're going to keep it light. Just looking to hang out with the Gooners tonight, and then we will get Tim and we'll get my boss out of here, and then I'll run late night Mintzy watch. Be right back. Bullshit, Maresh. Bullshit.
Yes.
Bullshit.
It's not bullshit. I mean,
Mr. Tim.
some people in this life they have a tough time accepting the truth. Everybody. Hey Tim.
Hey.
Chat. Hello. Can we
Thanks
give a
for
warm,
having me.
a warm Gooner welcome to Timm Woods in the building tonight.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you.
Appreciate
I'm so excited to have you.
Very
here.
excited to be here.
You're-
Just got in today.
Your energy is infectious. I'm already
Appreciate it.
feeling better after this guy. This guy over here is a bad guy.
No, I'm sorry.
Maresh is a bad guy.
No, I can't
Tim,
take sides.
I have a question.
Yes.
So in
He's a bad
in Dungeons and Dragons, right? It's a game,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
turn-based game.
Yep.
Are there certain like characters or creatures in there that? Sorry, hold
Oh,
on.
creatures? We're going creatures.
Yeah.
That technically are employed by another creature.
Yeah. Heard a little bit of this outside. Yeah, there are.
So like, what would be the leader, and who would be like the subordinate in this situation? Like, if
Oh.
we had to like get some characters in.
Oh man, I mean the ones who are always controlling their minions are mind flayers. Mind flayers are always
So I'm the mind
master
flayer.
of
You are
minds.
I'm the mind flayer,
the
and I knew
man
that.
behind the scenes would kind of be mind
So does
flayer
that make him my
vibes, yeah.
Vecna?
Ooh, interesting.
I am not your Vecna.
Oh my God! You
I
are
am not
man.
your Vecna.
You are my soldier.
Ooh,
You
interesting.
carry out my orders.
Interesting. Maybe
and I
you're
will evolve from
Demogorgon.
like
I
a
don't
big shadow. Yeah, you might be. Oh yeah, you're a Demogorgon.
I'm a Demogorgon.
Will the wise will kick your ass.
That's absolute
Pussy.
bullshit. I am
Sorry,
not.
spoiler.
I am not a Demogorgon. I'm 11. I am 11, and I am here to flay your ass.
Couldn't be further from 11.
I am 11, and I have
You know what
powers.
you are? You're one.
One
Mhm.
pre Vecna.
You're Henry Creel.
I mean, I'm a good-looking guy, yes, but I would go to say as far as my power, I'm definitely 11, easily.
No, and
11.
we can work towards that this year.
I don't even know who you would.
We can strive towards getting you to 11, but currently you're 1.
This, Tim. Whatever he
Let's-
says, just
let's-
disregard.
Listen, all I know is nobody outranks the Dungeon Master at the end
That's
of the day.
facts. That's facts.
It's always
Exactly.
the DM. And to be fair, this is where D&D diverges a little from Stranger Things. Vecna, Demogorgon, and Mind Flayers are all boss monsters. Every one of them's a boss monster at the end of the day. There is no hierarchy.
So
there.
either way of
Yeah.
what he's saying, I'm still a boss.
Everyone's a boss, absolutely, 100%.
That's
Oh yeah,
That-
like in the sense of like Rick Ross is a boss. You know what I mean? Self-given title.
Shout out to chat. Tim is jacked. They're already calling you
stop
jacked.
it,
You look
stop
great
it.
on the
I
cams,
appreciate
Tim.
it. Thank you.
You've been lifting?
I try to stay. It was back during COVID was when I first started lifting for the first time ever in my life. I never had before, so I just kept the habit going. I used to be a
Oh
runner.
shit, I'm seeing it
I
now in
ran
the
cross
arms.
country when I was in college and high school and everything. So I always my family was always into being physically fit, but we weren't really into sports and stuff. So once I started trying to find other ways to do fitness when I couldn't go out and run and stuff,
Yeah.
I kind of fell in love with lifting a little bit. And
Can you give us a little flex?
go
Just a little one.
just a little.
Oh
bit.
my
There you go.
God, Tim.
no.
Making me feel shame. Making me feel shame.
When you get that high from working out, it's a really fun thing to just keep going, which I knew from running. The first 2 weeks of running are always the worst part.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like your body craves it. So now I need to do something physical every day. I try to.
100%. Yeah, I'm gonna say. I mean, Maresh knows that I've been working on my body.
Absolutely.
We talk about this in our one-on-one.
We have 1v1s is what I say.
Yeah.
It's a 1v1. It's not a one-on-one.
Absolutely.
There's no invite.
1v1.
It's it's just a 1v1 battle.
Absolutely, I feel that.
Absolutely. And by the end of the year, I hope to change
Absolutely.
the way you think to make you understand that like we're on the same team. I want what's best for you
Mm-hmm.
as your manager.
Definitely.
You'll have a 1v1 until you come to that agreement.
Yeah.
I want to get you to that end goal. By
Yeah.
But Tim, we touched Stranger Things got brought up because I was called a demo dog. I did want to ask, like, with the popularity of that, especially recently, has that made D&D just more popular in general?
I mean, that's what everybody agrees is the case, and I would be a fool to deny it. But here's my bias. My bias is that we've been watching D&D get more and more popular for the better part of like a decade now. It has been blowing up in popularity. D&D has never been bigger, and it's gone through phases during the 80s, when it first came out in the 70s, during the 80s, during the 90s. They each had these big bumps, but this is the biggest one we've ever had. And so I do have to say, I kind of feel like, as much as I'm definitely crediting Stranger Things to the making D&D a little more popular, I think they're riding our band.
I love that.
A
I'd
little
also
bit
like to
more
get-
than we're riding theirs. How about this, Duffer Brothers? You're riding my coattails.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That.
Let
How's
'em know.
That sound?
Flex
so
on 'em, Tim.
I'm just saying D&D has been blowing up, and I think that it is definitely kind of synced up with the popularity of things like Stranger.
Yeah, it's like all tides lit.
I think very much
rising-
all ships rise with the tide.
all ships rise.
And
with the
you know what I
tide.
like? What you exercise there, you look towards me to help correct. That's where I want to get. That's where I want to get. I'm glad. This is good. This is gonna go down in my notepad for the rest of our session. And
I'm holding it together right now, but this is gonna.
You got it. You got it.
He's got a bad foot.
You need to turn a phrase. Just you can look in either direction. I'm confident.
yes.
Yeah.
But I would like you said, like D&D has grown popular. It's also due to you.
I like to
Like
think
you
that
are
know,
you are spreading the love.
That to me is what I always set out wanting to do, was to bring D&D to people who, in my observation, there was like this many people playing the game, and I consider like this right here, or whatever it is, a big number. But to my mind, there's this many people who want to be playing the game, who would give it a try if it was presented in the right way. And it's always been my goal to share D&D with people. So to get to do that on the level I've gotten to do it now is like the greatest privilege.
It's
of my
amazing.
life. It's
What
really cool.
you got? Yeah, grow the game. Chat saying grow the game.
Well, and then
Absolutely,
there's,
absolutely. It's an
Baldur's
all.
Gate.
I always say, because now since I've started doing this, there are other professional dungeon masters now, and very much like that's something I want. It is an all ships rise with the tide situation where
All ships
the
rise
more
with the tide,
people,
yes.
more people like doing this and playing the game, the better it is for everybody. Honestly, I've been very inspired the more I've worked with you guys, and like the more I learn about mainstream sports and stuff like football, the more I'm like, wait a minute, like these are all just games that have hit a level of popularity. Like a sport is just a game so popular that you can go to any city and be like, are you watching the game?
Yeah.
Oh, what game are you watching?
Which
like you see
team do
other
you
dads
root
online,
for?
like on their phone, and it's like, yeah, what team do you root for and stuff? I think D&D is like growing in that sort of way where like I see people follow specific D&D shows or like certain D&D characters and like lean into that a little bit more.
Now, let me ask you this. I did a little bit of homework, but are you a full-time D&D game master?
I am.
That's
I'm very,
fucking that's amazing.
My background was teaching, so for a little while early on, it was kind of like my part-time thing, but very quickly I got like a job at a board game cafe in Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Strategist, shout out to them, and like I was already doing it full-time at that point, kind of, and I run birthday parties and stuff, and just sort of it ricocheted around word-of-mouth style across New York, and now I get to do it as my full-time gig.
That's
I'm very
amazing.
lucky.
Yeah, that's sick. And you get to travel the world doing it.
I gotta say thanks to the AWLs. AWLs bring me out to some cool places. I got to go to San Antonio this year, and like I've been to San Diego running a party there. Like it's been very cool.
What's like the wildest? So like you go, let's say like clients hit you up and they're like, hey, like I have, a party of 8 in this city at this time.
Exactly.
We're gonna bring you out. We're gonna put you up. What's like the wildest D&D party you've gone to?
Ooh,
that
I
people
mean,
have hosted?
there was definitely one in Florida where they went all out in the decorations. It was really cool. It was like this guy who just like every year would throw a party, bring in like a ton of like special effects, and like I wouldn't even just say decorations. There were people building sand castles of Tiamat, the 5-headed dragon queen. In the room where I ran my game had a huge dragon head busting through the wall.
Oh,
there was
that's
a
sick.
big ice statue of an ice elemental. It was really really cool setup. Yeah, that was probably the coolest one I've ever seen. There was a costume contest, and one of the guys dressed up as a gelatinous cube, which is a monster in D&D where he just put saran wrap all over him. And at the end of the contest, they were like, slay the cube, and everyone charged the stage and just like beat the shit out of him. It was great.
Oh, that's sick.
It was really fun. Yeah, absolutely. Just tore his costume to pieces. It was great.
Have you seen like an influx of like bros getting involved now?
I mean,
because of the AWLs?
Yes, I personally have. I feel like I don't know if it's a phenomenon that most people in the D&D community would notice, but I would argue that I'm on the ground level of that because I see it all the time, and I would argue that so far as there is that phenomenon, I'll take a little bit of credit for that one.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things, honestly. And like when I present it to the nerds in the D&D community, they don't always get it. They're like, "Oh, is that like?" I'm like, it's so much fun. Are you kidding me? Because I run games for kids, and like bros are just like have the fun lovingness of the kids, but also like will make good. Like my human fighter's name is Andrew Cuomo, and I'm like, cool. I'm Curtis Lewa. I'm your rival in this game now. Like we just do fun banter during the bro games.
They're creative in like different ways.
They're really creative. It's so much fun, and like I don't know. There's something really satisfying when it's like a guy who's like, yo, I think I'm a D&D guy now. And I'm like, I love that we do this. Like, bros do this where it's like, we can't just, oh, I think I like this now. It's like, I'm a D&D guy. Like, I'm leaning so far into it. This is my thing now. And I'm like, yeah, 100% you're a D&D guy. Like, absolutely. I think it's a testament to D&D. It takes like 15 minutes before you're like, this is going to be a major thing for me. And I can tell.
Yeah. And it's
so I love the bros.
Someone
it's
in
so much
chat
fun.
just said it. I love the energy of this guy. I mean, Tim it's an infectious energy.
I appreciate
my Call of Duty team just lost.
Oh,
and,
I'm sorry.
I wasn't feeling so good, but then I saw
bummer,
you,
man.
and I was like, you know what? Everything's fine.
Everything's gonna be good. Absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely.
It's why I dungeon master instead of playing D&D, because you can't lose if you're the dungeon master. If my monster dies, hey, that was all part of the script, baby. It's like being the heel in wrestling. It's like, oh, I was supposed to lose. So really, it's kind of like I win every time if I lose.
I
like
love that.
It's kind of like
I
part
love
of the
you
part
know,
of the
yeah,
script.
you know what's coming.
Absolutely.
Now let me ask you this, just something else on vibes. What would you say to like a guy, like you're going to like a D&D party, and there's like a guy there that's like hobbling around, like maybe like killing the vibe because like he has like a bunion. You know what a bunion is?
Yeah, like on your foot.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Like what? Like how would you treat that guy? Like if he's just, you know, he has bunion.
He's hobbling around on a bunion. I would hope that he would still be able to play D&D. D&D doesn't require too much physical activity.
Yeah.
But if I saw him hobbling around and nobody's helping him, I would ask him how
I would
he's
feel
doing.
pretty
if he
bad
needs
for
it.
the guy.
I'd feel horrible for
And I'd
the
be like,
dude.
maybe he's like lashing out because he's got bunion.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. If she's bringing the energy down, I'd be like, oh man,
Could be
hey,
diabetes too. You know?
Can I help you out at all? Like,
Maresh has a bunion.
oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Maresh. My bad.
Maybe someone's also projecting the diabetes because of the sedentary lifestyle that they lead. You know what I mean?
Sedentary.
Yeah.
What does sedentary mean? Sanitary? I lead a sanitary lifestyle. But Tim,
Bunions ain't nobody's fault. All good.
how's Brooklyn for you?
So I was living in Brooklyn for a really long time. I just moved to the Bronx a few years ago. So I'm still in New York City, though, and I'm enjoying it there. Definitely enjoying it still. I like my neighborhood that I moved into and everything, and I have clients on the Upper West Side and, like, in Connecticut and stuff, so I have easy access to them. But
Oh,
I'm
that's
enjoying
awesome.
it,
There's got to be some, like, ritzy clients in downtown Manhattan.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
New York
it's very
rocks.
cool because very often it's like if I have a group like that, it's because like I ran a game for their kids maybe, and then all of a sudden the dads are like, hey, like if we manage to get off work and stuff, could we play a D&D game? I'm like, hell yeah, you can, absolutely. So I have all different kinds of clients around there. Yeah, 100%.
That's sweet. We went to me and Maresh before we were one-on-one. We were 1v1ing, and we went to C2E2 in Chicago.
Oh, what's that? That's a convention, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was pretty sweet. I mean, I don't know if how connected those two worlds are.
What is C2E2?
C2E2 is like it's like not anime. It's like all different like worlds come
It's
together.
cosplay.
Cosplay.
Isn't it? Yes, I know this one.
Have you ever been to one of those?
100%. No, so I know of, and I should say there's a huge overlap. A lot of the D&D conventions are also cosplay conventions. I remember, I think I saw like you guys doing Barstool content from C2E2. Was there people in Snorlax costumes?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
That was us.
So Absolutely. There's a lot of cosplay that happens at D&D conventions, but I've never been to a full-on cosplay convention like C2E2 and Dragon Con in Atlanta. I'm going to be doing Dragon Con for the first time this year, fingers crossed if all goes well.
That sounds
and that I'm
sweet.
very excited about because there's not as much of a dedicated D&D crowd, but there's such a big party crowd at Dragon Con that I'm really hoping if I show up there as like a professional GM, I'll be one of the few there, and I can kind of like grab a lot of business there.
I heard they get wild.
They get fucking wild at Dragon Con. Everything I've heard about Dragon Con is it is a fucking shit show.
It's just a party?
No, it's a hardcore party. Like, there's stuff happening during the day, don't get me wrong, but I've heard Dragon Con lights up at night. It is nuts, and everyone's hungover.
Freaky and shit?
Yeah, like, what
People
type
getting
of freak
freaky?
are we talking?
We talking like
It,
super freaky?
from what I can't vouch for Dragon Con, I've heard it gets pretty freaky at Dragon Con. Yeah.
What about like the D&D conventions?
Oh yeah, it is known. It is known.
It-
D&D conventions, it is understood. We are. I've said it before.
It
I'll
is
say
known,
it again.
chat. It is known.
We are those types of nerds. It gets very freaky. I'll even. I said this like a million years ago on a PMT one time, and they really enjoyed it. And I refuse to elaborate. At this point, enough has changed in the hobby where I'll elaborate a little bit. I always want to go out to the people new in the hobby and like say dispel whatever superstitions you have. D&D nerds, they fuck. They're a crazy crowd. Now it's swung so far in the other direction that it's actually like a caveat I have to add where it's like, it's a problem now. The community's gotten a little messy and everyone's got to reel it back a little bit.
Oh, there's a little bit of drama. People are being sloppy.
A little drama. It's getting a little sloppy. It's getting a little messy in the community, and everyone's now like, "Hey, we gotta chill out, everyone."
Yeah.
So I think it's a mix. I think it's a mix.
So
bag.
you know, when you say freaky, you're just talking like, you know, late night, like the convention is over and then everyone goes to a bar. Or everyone meets at like an after party, and then you got people in different costumes coming together. You got people from different campaigns linking up.
Yes, very much so. Different franchises, fandoms, and stuff. Like they're doing whole bits, like meme characters and stuff. People get together to do a photo shoot of like all the characters from this particular show or anime.
And they're all horny.
They're all
That's the common
really horny. Yeah, it gets pretty wild. Absolutely. Yeah.
I might have to roll up.
It might be
it's
you
a good
and
time.
Zion Williamson.
It's a good time.
Zion.
Freaky Z.
Freaky Z.
He likes to get freaky.
Oh, damn, that's awesome.
It do be like that.
So why is Dragon Con like a level up from like a D&D?
I mean, everyone in Dragon Con, they're not all D&D people. They're just people coming from every like fandom and stuff. And what is bringing them together is, it seems like it's primarily the cosplay. It's the one convention I know of besides C2E2 that I've heard of that seems like the main selling point is people going in costume. And the result is like, there's not a lot. Like, it's not like everyone here is a Star Trek fan. Everyone here is a D&D fan. Even like everyone here is a video game fan. It's not even that specific. It's just the costumes. And that takes so many different people because there's people who make their costumes. There's people who buy their costumes. There's people who do huge, like a big, like almost life-size Transformer.
I saw a couple of, we saw a lady with the three-headed dragon.
All of,
She went as,
Ghidorah?
No, she went as Daenerys Stormborn.
Oh, yeah.
With
Hell
all
yeah.
three
Daenerys with the 3 baby dragons. Yeah, absolutely.
And she was like hunched over. She was like sweating, and because she had dragons on each of her arms, one in her back, and she was like, just like this the whole day.
So that's the thing is the Dragon Con people are so dedicated to the costume work, they will they'll be like, this costume is unbearably exhausting.
Yeah.
And they'll do multiple costumes in one day, let alone in one weekend. They'll be doing outfit changes throughout. My girlfriend is a cosplayer and she does foam work recently, and that gets very elaborate. So
your
not
lady?
easy to breathe. Yep.
So many.
I have the coveted prize in the nerd community, cosplay girlfriend, and that is
nice.
I see the work that she puts into it. It is a lot of work that goes into these costumes.
How'd you two meet? Did you meet at a convention?
We met at a D&D. Actually, the party I mentioned earlier, the
That's
one in
beautiful,
Florida that had like the big decorations, and everything. She was at one of my tables. I had to be like, I'm a professional. I'm just, I'm running game. You don't get an extra long turn. Like,
I'm gonna eliminate you if I have to.
Absolutely, 100%.
have
The
to.
rules apply equally to everyone at this table, regardless of how I may or may not feel. And then we just kind of kept in touch. And it was only years later that we kind of like linked up after that. But
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
she's very hardcore into D&D just as much as I am, which in my opinion, that's like dangerous. That's like no one should be. I'm only as into D&D as I am because I get paid to. Like no one should be more into D&D than me. That's dangerous. But she is. I admire the work she does on her costumes so much because there is so much work that goes into that, and she does hand sewing. So mostly it's not like the elaborate like animatronic dragons as much. But
yeah,
like
chat saying W Miss Woods. W Miss Woods. Yeah.
Absolutely, thank you.
But yeah, that's crazy. I do love the culture around it. People are so passionate, and it really is just like good people.
Yes, very much so. Very much.
Are there any like outliers, or like do you show up to a convention and you're like, oh fuck, this ogre's here? So,
Oh, I mean,
like,
more
are there
so
some like known
in the
dickheads?
past,
Yeah.
you would go to conventions and just run into some really unpleasant people. I like to think it's not as much anymore. I mean, it is part of the problem of like I always feel a little bit responsible for when I say like it gets freaky at the convention to be like, but there's also the aspect of like the quote is cosplay is not consent. People see somebody, it's like, that's my character who I have this parasocial relationship with. I can definitely go up and start acting weird around this person.
Yes.
We saw so many signs at C2E2 that said cosplay is not consent.
Cosplay is not consent.
Cosplay is not
100%.
consent, yeah.
Yep. They
So-
think they know you because you're dressed as a character that they may have a very intense relationship with, and that becomes very dicey. And it means that a
Yeah.
lot of the ladies who dress up in those costumes have to be very careful in that regard. So it gets a little tricky.
Yeah, so if you dress up as like Princess Peach and Bowser rolls up, it doesn't give Bowser a free pass.
No,
to
it
go
does
crazy.
not.
It gives Mario a
100%.
pass to throw hands if he has to.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, it would
Mario
not
and Luigi just teeing off.
Hey, get the fuck up off my girl.
it would not be the wildest thing to have a Mario and the Luigi just on hand to like they joke the cosplayer needs to have a cosplay handler who's like on hand, like
Yeah.
not in a bulky costume, be like, hey, I'm gonna ask you to like give 5 feet of space right here or something like
A
that.
cosplay
Like,
is not that consent.
absolutely, 100%. And when you're in those costumes, it can be very tough to like get out of situations.
Oh yeah, you're not mobile.
Yeah,
at all.
you're not mobile.
You're
Bingo.
just stuck-
Absolutely.
You're stuck with
You're
dragons
just
on your
trapped with some dude cornering you. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I'm pleasant. I always like to say that we're really lucky in the D&D community, whereas in other communities, like the traditional Comic-Cons and stuff, I feel like you would run into just very antisocial people and stuff. D&D community, because it's a social game, I like to think we get to err on the positive side of the nerd community and that we're generally like a pretty good audience, as it were.
Gotcha. Yeah. So couple things. One, learning about this culture and like you spearheading it is like, I'm like, all these people rock.
Absolutely.
What is like, so like growing up when you wanted to play, you had to go to one of these like hobby shops, right?
Yes, yeah.
And I remember as a kid, like I'm into sports cards.
Yes.
I'm a big sports card guy, and some of the
Absolutely.
shops in Northeast Philly where I grew up would like double as like you would see the tables and
Right.
you'd see the people around it, and it's like, you know, I grew up, I was wearing like football jerseys, and I would walk into this shop and I would just see a bunch of you know D&D guys,
Absolutely.
and it's
yeah.
a different world. But like some of those shops are like a little intimidating.
Very much so. So I always tell people I didn't have a lot of like D&D community when I was a kid. I had some friends, but I don't think I even found out they played D&D until later, like
I
in
used
high
to
school.
hide like my Yu-Gi-Oh!
100%.
Yeah.
It was a thing where I think a long time people hid it from each other and you just didn't even know you were around the people who were playing it. I had my siblings and that was who I really played D&D with, and I credit the fact that like part of what got me into my career was this sort of sense that in the community we say like, oh, it's easy to find D&D, but when you're not in the community, it doesn't feel that way at all. And I was definitely for years, for like a lot of my youth, feeling like, how do I get people to play D&D with, not being able to find it, and realizing like this is an actual problem. And probably the few little community that I did have, I literally went to a baseball card store.
Yep.
to find D&D stuff, and like Magic the Gathering very
Yes.
often they would sell those card games there and stuff. So when me and my brother would go and pick up Magic cards, it was at a baseball card store.
Yep.
I forget the name of it now, but it was like in the Source Mall on Long Island, and like we would go in there, get our decks, and then go home. But I would see lots of sports guys there, like in their jerseys and
It's
stuff.
an interesting
so it is a weird,
hodgepodge,
meeting of the two worlds for
Gets-
sure. Yeah.
Now, what is it? So the chat is part of this.
Mm-hmm.
What is this double consent?
Okay.
People
okay.
were spamming double consent earlier.
The story is part of my take busted me for this. I was one morning, it was on my birthday, no less, and I like to tell the people, I was like, so everyone who teased me for this post that I made teased me on my birthday. Just saying, I would never do that. I would never do that personally. I guess I'm a little bit better. But the post that I made was to a friend. I cannot emphasize this enough. There was, I'm friends with a lot of the content creators in the community. She was making a post that was about how, like, I'm trying to remember the original post now, where it was like, actually asking for consent is very sexy or something like that. And because I saw her post that, and I've had conversations with other people in the community about this and stuff, and I was like kind of riffing off of what she said, and I was like, people who think that it's not sexy to ask for consent lack imagination. There's nothing sexier than when you know you have consent and you ask for it anyway in a kind of playful way. Like, it's this sort of like, it's a
fun little game.
Turning it around on someone. It's like, oh gosh, I forgot to ask for, and like you almost make them eat their words kind of, and it's like, hey, listen, I'm just being very respectful right now. It's like, damn it. So like, that was my post, and in my head, I really posted this thinking like, that was a fun private message to my friend that no one will ever see.
Oh, no.
And I forgot that Twitter's a very public medium. And within a couple of hours later, I checked Twitter, and I had seen it had blown the fuck up, and the memes people were posting were really funny. It was a lot of like Tim getting the horny bonk, like, get out of here, Tim. And I was like, no, you don't understand. That's not the relationship. It was like very much from one friend to another, kind of like
hyping each other up,
hyping each other up. And so like that, I realized like completely I had walked into that trap.
Yeah.
And then weeks later, it starts blowing up again, that same tweet. And I'm like, well, I don't like this. And I correctly assessed something had happened. And I checked part of my take that day. And Big Cat had mentioned it. And it was blowing up even bigger now that he had mentioned it.
And then it
snowballed. Snowballed. And I knew the next time I went on part of my take, I'm going to need to address this. And sure enough, they were like, Tim, you knew we were going to ask about this. I'm like, I did know. I did prepare this. And I explained the whole situation to everyone. But in a good-natured way, I had to admit, like, I had completely face planted in that one completely. Like all the ripping on me was 100% deserved. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I also stand by it, and I got to stand by it on part of my take. I was like, I'm right.
Stood 10 toes on double consent.
100% correct. It is an amazing little bit of foreplay. If you ever want to do it, please take my advice on this. In the middle, just ask your wife, like, do I have consent? And like, I think you'll have a great time. Great time.
That's
absolutely.
Going up to like your wife of 10 years.
Exactly. It's like, is it okay if I like just like
okay, babe?
just ask permission and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah,
absolutely. Chat's loving it. Someone was saying, like you said, the internet can snowball. Now they're saying Tim is a hog.
They're
spamming absolutely. Timm Woods rocks. Yeah, they're
absolutely.
I'm not married. No, I'm very single. But once I get once I figure it out, I'm definitely gonna be trying that.
Absolutely.
I'll let you know
100%. Hey, listen. It's just a good time. I didn't invent nothing new. It's just foreplay. It's all good.
Just a little foreplay.
It's just a little foreplay. Yeah, it's just a good time.
Okay, Maresh, how are the phone lines looking?
We got a caller.
We got a caller. Chat, if you guys want to call in, the phone number is on screen, 1-800-786-6538. We want to get people in here talking to Timm Woods. Tim,
and my specialty is new players to D&D. I always tell people that, so like, please don't feel like you need to know about D&D to talk to me about it. Like,
no, that's you're like very approachable. Like, I feel like I could ask.
I try to be
anything, and this is. Look, I wanted to get you like on the pod, on this live show, just to like talk about like your life and stuff. One day we will be playing D&D.
Yes, no, absolutely. Honestly, it's kind of refreshing to just get to talk about it.
Yeah.
The first time I did it on part of my take, they interviewed me for half an hour. In the last 5 minutes, they're like, "Could we play D&D right now?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I guess." And they killed Hank within 5 minutes and ended the game. So I was like, "All right, that's it. We did it."
Real quick, ML2501. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Absolutely my favorite PMT guest. Consent rocks in all caps. I love that.
It does.
Rashi, why don't you patch through the first caller? Tim, can you put on the headphones?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
1 second. Hello, you are live on Mook Can't Sleep. Are you there?
Is this me? Am I the person?
Yes, it's you. Hello. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling
Hello.
from? You are live with
My
Timm
name is
Woods.
My name is Brian.
Hi,
I
Brian.
am in Baltimore,
Oh,
and I'm a big D&D fan.
Nice.
I've played a bunch of campaigns. The longest one was from like sophomore of college to just like 4 years.
Nice.
I've run a game a couple times. I ran a game with a bunch of friends, new players. It was pretty rough the first half, then we took a break and they finally got into it the second half.
Okay.
I don't even know. What's your best? I didn't want to overwhelm them. I tried to like break the ice and be like, hey, it's fun to just kind of let it go and you can act dumb and you can be fun. What's your best advice to kind of allow new players to break the ice and realize like, hey, you can do whatever you want in this game. Don't get overwhelmed.
That's a great question,
That
first
is
of
a
all.
good question.
As a DM who's running it and for players, I guess.
And let me just ask, the situation you described, you're talking about in one session, like the first half was a little rough and then the second half they were kind of getting it?
Yes. One guy was annoying me, and I'm like, you know what? You kept on annoying me by asking to do something that was weird. I'm going to make a woman at a bar steal your wallet. And then he went on a rampage to try and find his coin purse, which involved harassing a bunch of business owners, which got everyone involved. And then they all got executed by the guards. So it really got him going.
Listen, it sounds like you did it. You let them do what they wanted to do, but you also gave the consequences for their actions. I mean, that's textbook. What I would say is my only advice would be what you did, which was figure out what they want to do and sort of lean into that kind of, but also don't make it easy. Don't make it like, okay, yeah, what you thought was going to happen isn't what is necessarily going to happen. You can put twists on it. You can be like, literally just like, what did you think was going to happen? The town guard is going to arrest you and you're going to get thrown in jail. You're going to get executed. Like, that is classic. And I mean, I always like to just listen to what people want to do and then lean into that. I do not try to worry about what adventure I had planned or anything. Like, and I mean, it's also, I think, good advice to just be like, if someone's annoying you, like, I'll try to be like, well, I'll like have this. I'd be like, no, just be like, that's fucking annoying. Like, what you're doing there, I'm gonna do some bad things to you if you don't cut it out. Like, that's legit. The dungeon master is another player. Your fun is important, and if they're taking away your fun, bring down the hammer upon them, the hammer of justice and consequences. Well done, Brian. Absolutely.
So
They didn't even want to go after the Goblin Trail in Lost Mines of Fandover. They're like, yeah, we're not interested. We're just going to go back in time.
Hey, listen, sometimes even big podcasters do that. Sometimes they take the skin off the dwarf who's giving you the quest in Lost Mines of Fandover, and then they wear his skin. And
I have one more question for you, Tim.
Absolutely.
Do you listen or are fans of any D&D podcast or media? I know it's kind of generic and bland, but I was doing some like abridged Critical Role stuff, and I got through like the Downfall and Calamity. Oh my God, Brendan Mulligan's amazing, and I just love the Mighty Nine show, and just I'm on a D&D kick right now. Do you have any favorites or anything you're interested in?
Listen, I don't want to plug a single one of those shows. No, I'm just kidding. You named them both.
Yeah.
I mean, Critical Role's the classic, and I can watch Critical Role, and I don't really watch any of them, to be honest, just because I'm really busy doing my own thing. But Critical Role, I can listen to them and be like, they're a bunch of professional voice actors. They are amazing at what they do, but it's very different from how I run D&D.
Very RP heavy.
Very role-playing heavy, 100%. They are actors first and foremost, and I respect it. It's incredibly immersive the way they play, but I tend to run much more lighthearted games, which is why it's tough when I watch Brendan Lee Mulligan. He's a professional comedian, and the Calamity Cycle might be the best 4 episodes of D&D I have seen, and it's not particularly close. It's by a country mile.
Shout out Bolo.
Bolo, yes, 100%. So Brendan Lee Mulligan, I do think, is doing the best work out there. He's an improv comedian, so it makes a lot of sense. He's able to riff off of what all people want to do in his games. So, I mean, that's that's I think the best out there. I got to meet him and tell him that, and I'm just like I think it was a really smart move having him come in to run season 4
I
of
agree.
Critical Role. Yeah.
And West Marshes is very interesting because the cast has expanded so much. You can kind of do whatever. When you have the really intensive RP stuff and people aren't interested, you don't really have to watch it. When you have and for those who don't know, Tim can probably explain better what like West Marshes is. West Marches.
Marches.
For
Yeah.
a campaign, but it's very interesting and good. And I've not caught up to 4. I'm almost done with Critical Role season 3. I'll watch 4 probably at some point, but Brendan's awesome.
Nice.
Some of you guys might know him for a bunch of college humor skits and stuff he did.
Yeah. They're great. They're fantastic. Obviously, I got to tout the best D&D podcast is part of my take, obviously, but like that.
Oh, of course.
But it's so cool. This is a very much as we were saying before, all ships rise with the tide situation. I think that it's so cool to me that there are so many D&D podcasts out there now, and like I feel like we're hitting the point where people are gonna have their everyone's gonna have their favorite D&D podcast someday.
Yeah,
That's how I view it. Yeah.
I mean, they sold out MSG. That's crazy.
It's pretty incredible.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Sold
they
out
sold
MSG.
out MSG. This D&D podcast that just like blew up across.
It's
the
called
sea.
Critical Role.
Critical Role was the original one.
That was different.
They, I think, at some point sold out quite a few arenas, but Dimension.
Yeah, they're
20,
doing like a Europe
they
tour
came
or
off of
something.
College Humor, and College Humor basically started Dimension 20, which is their D&D podcast. They became so popular, they sold out in Madison.
Now called
Square Garden.
Dropout, actually. College Humor.
Right,
but
Dropout. Yeah, it was College Humor became Dropout, and then Dropout started Dimension 20. Or
Dimension
I'm
20.
probably getting
And
it.
yeah, they sold out MSG. It was huge. And
Yeah, they're great. They're great.
Oh, well.
That's amazing. So
And then my last question, I don't know if I'm ruining the vibe.
no, you're
What
good.
is-
You're
Are
great.
there any rules or anything in 2024 D&D that kind of annoy you? They nerfed my paladin so much.
Oh, listen, you're not going to get any paladin pity over here. I
Come
love...
on. I want to smite every turn. I can do it.
And monks can only stun once per turn too, buddy. Sorry.
Oh,
my
Strike's
villains,
not that
my
broken.
bosses live another round. Let's go. Stop one-shotting my bosses round 1, you paladins.
Yeah,
Outta
fuck
here.
you, Paladins.
Great hunters.
Piece of shit.
Out of here. No. I do, I think that a few, like, I listen. I'm a dungeon master all the time, so all the player nerfs on my end are like, sorry, you lost your cool ability. My bad, everyone. But I think a few of the changes I really like.
The
Chromatic.
weapon abilities are awesome.
Weapon abilities are really cool. They're very creative, make it feel different when you're using different weapons. That was a cool upgrade. I gotta say my favorite one is such a like random side. Like you could get through years of playing 2024 and probably had never even noticed this modification. So I almost take it upon myself to let anyone out there who doesn't know. Chromatic Orb, the level 1 spell, now can ricochet from one enemy to another.
Oh, yeah.
If you
I
roll the
remember that
same
now.
damage
Yeah.
roll twice. It makes it so much fun because if you upcast Chromatic Orb and you're rolling, I don't know. Okay, so I had one gnome, level 5, cast a 3rd or 4th level. I guess he was higher than level 5 probably if he was doing a
Is it
4th level.
5d8, 68?
Yeah, it was something like he rolled 68 for his Chromatic Orb, and he fired it at this one statue, which he thought was going to disarm a trap, and it wasn't going to. You had to destroy all the statues. But what happened was he hit the first statue, got a ricochet. It ricochets to the next statue, and then it ricochets to the next statue. He proceeded to literally do a pinball move, where he is ricocheting
No.
back and forth across the statues, across this room where there were just 4 statues in the middle, ping-pong it like back and forth until he literally, and I didn't make this easy at all, destroyed every single one of the statues with a single, like, I may have allowed a few more ricochets than you normally would have gotten. I don't know. I think there's a limit, but it was the most satisfying thing I have ever seen to see the spirit of that new addition to the rule of the spell kind of honored in that way of like you literally hear like bing 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 as it's ricocheting across the battlefield. So much fun, and it like makes the already kind of fun spell so much more satisfying. Even when you don't get a ricochet, just knowing you could get it is so much fun. But yeah, that's my favorite little new rule. Yeah.
Is that your favorite instance of players like breaking or finding some like BS way to like finish your big bad.
I mean, the trap was a bullshit trap anyway. It was like these statues would like levitate you over to this pit and then just drop you into the pit. There was no way to like figure out that they would do this. I was just cribbing it from an adventure where I was like, all right, this is kind of a weird trap. And then watching him destroy the trap that way, I was like, couldn't have asked for anything better. Like I was describing the statues lighting up like a pinball machine would. It was so much fun and I was dying laughing. So like to me, that means good game. Like, right? Whether I'm winning or having my boss absolutely rocked, as long as everyone's having fun, that's the important thing. I say winning.
So, Mook, are you guys going to make some characters maybe during the stream? Make some character sheets, think of what you're going to run, maybe get some great fans, some gooners in the chat to do some fan art of some characters?
I would love for callers to call in and maybe workshop characters, but I kind of just want to let Tim flow and see what the callers want to do. I mean, I'll say this. What's your name again, brother? I'm sorry.
Brian.
You and Tim just spoke in a different language.
Yeah, absolutely.
And look, I
love it.
That was amazing to hear you guys. Like, to me, right, when you were talking about nerfing players and buffing spells or taking things away, like to me, like I play a lot of Call of Duty, so that update is like automatically installed in the software. Is D&D like it's like a physical manual that gets updated?
Correct. Nowadays, a lot of people forgo the physical manual for like D&D Beyond, which is the online like website where it will have all the same information, but the beauty of like hyperlinks where it's like I just click on this and it takes me to the right page, as it were.
So you can find you can find alternate sources of some of your info if you really require it.
You can take to the high seas if you want to, and let's just say D&D is already a cheap hobby, and it can be a free hobby if you really want it to be. Listen, I didn't say that, but you absolutely can find many different ways to access the rules of D&D, and I like to
just
personally
Google
use
classes,
digital tools.
and it's there.
You can, sorry?
Or you could just, I'm hard on the phone. Or you could just like Google the class and you'll find like a snippet of the stuff without having to get the entire book.
Even when I buy the rule books, I still find the easiest way to look up a rule in D&D is to Google the rule.
Yeah.
Like there is no quicker rule book, including D&D Beyond, than Google. Google is, especially with AI, like filling in the blanks. That's the quickest way you're going to learn anything in D&D is always Google. I just literally type in what I'm looking for, 5e, and it will always come up with the answer quicker than any other thing else.
That's amazing. Well,
but do you need to see the spellcaster to counterspell? That's the ultimate question. I know Jerry Crawford wrote a thing on it. I'll let you guys go.
The rule of cool will always prevail.
I'll let you guys go. I love D&D. It's great. Tim, I've talked to some of the friends who I'm going to play with in the next couple weeks have heard of D&D from Pardon My Take, and I was very excited to play with them and let them know that they can really do whatever. Everyone should watch first Mook Can't Sleep, and then maybe if you have time, EXU Calamity, maybe the best bit of D&D, high-level D&D and storytelling you'll ever see. Timm Woods is awesome. Everyone buy more dice, and let's fix Counterspell. Let's fix Counterspell the way it originally was.
Absolutely. Yes.
Great call, Brian. Thank you so much for calling in, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'll keep listening.
And he's right. I use the 2014 Counterspell. I like it better.
Now I understand why your people are selling out MSG, because you guys could have just been a back and forth about.
Absolutely.
Look, I didn't follow it well, but the overall gist I understood. They're making changes to your game, and it's going to change constantly. Does it happen a lot, or is it like once a year?
It's usually, here's the thing, it usually is timed when the company, Wizards of the Coast, need to make a little more money. They need to sell a few more books. Suddenly the rules get updated. Whether or not they really need it to get updated or not, they're going to get updated every 5 to 10 years usually.
Do you know the people that are updating the books? Are they public people or?
Yes and no. I know some of the personalities, the major personalities, but it's a company, so people are coming and going. So like the current people designing the rules, I don't necessarily know them. I know that there has been turnover, and we've recently seen a lot of the people who I kind of grew up with them designing 5th edition D&D. I should, like, when I was coming up in the current edition of the game, and they've moved out of the company now. So I'm almost like following what they're doing now, kind of. And there's new people in the hobby and new people in the company who are kind of producing the new rules currently.
Got it. Do you think they do a good job of community feedback?
I think in general, yes. They in 5th edition, they really so 4th edition D&D kind of had a bumpy entry. They're like, let's make it more video game like, and that sort of backfired a little bit on them. People were like, we like video games for video games. We like D&D for D&D. Don't try to be World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft was big at the time, and D&D was trying to be more like World of Warcraft.
Got it.
So 4th edition D&D felt like a video game, and then 5th edition they were like, hey, listen, you the fans, what do you think D&D is? And they almost like crowdsourced a lot of the ideas of like, what do you want D&D to look like? So I argue that's why 5th edition was so great. Now, the new 5th edition rules that they just released last year, they didn't really change much. And I think that was a very smart move because 5th edition is the best and most popular edition they've ever had. They needed to sell more books, so they made some changes.
Tweaks.
They really didn't make too many, and I mean that as a compliment. I don't think they should have made any changes, really, but the changes they made I generally like. They generally either balanced the game or made it more exciting, in my opinion, so I approve of them 100%. They kind of threw in some new artwork, and it's like kind of like very comical and very cozy, and like some people are like, I don't like D&D if it's comical and cozy. I want D&D to be gritty and like feel like Stranger Things a little bit more, or like, I don't even know if that's what those people are saying, but they're kind of like, no, I want it to be like old school and hardcore, whereas now it's kind of like a lot of the artwork is like, this hobbit and this orc are baking cookies together. And I'm like, well, that's not the kind of game I run, but I respect people who do.
Yeah,
like,
don't like Fortniteify it.
You know what? I've never heard it put that way. That's a little bit of what I see happening to some degree, a little bit.
Yeah, they did it with Call of Duty, too. It's like, Call of Duty used to be a very basic first-person shooter, and then all of a sudden you turn on the game and you're getting shot by Peter Griffin.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Let's keep this,
100%.
Let's keep this business.
And I can't argue with the fact that, like, it started with a bunch of, like, military tactics, medieval nerds, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, the theater kids moved and kind of took over. But
and they make it more theatrical.
They make it more theatrical
the roles,
and stuff.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I look at it as someone who is both, and I'm like, listen, this game was always more of a theater kid game. Even when the theater kids weren't playing it, it was a theater kid game.
Were you doing theater growing up?
I not really when I was growing up, but when I was in college, I ran cross country, and then my final year, I was kind of like, I'm glad I did sport. I'm glad I did physical sports as part of a team because I think there's like a ton of stuff you get out of that. But it was also like, I know there's nerds who play D&D this school. I've barely touched that world. So I joined up and did theater senior year. And
you did a scouting mission.
I did it 100%. And you know what? I can't say enough good things about that experience because that's the way to do it. By senior year, all the people who had been doing theater for 3 years before then, there was drama at that point, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But if you join senior year, you're the new guy. Everybody likes Tim.
You're coming in
like,
fresh.
It's so easy at that point.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. So I got to do that.
And you can be like, come play my game.
Best of both worlds,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's
and it was like a lot of people who were like running D&D and use D&D as like almost like an acting tool kind of. Because ultimately, what makes D&D evolved out of war games. War games are like moving miniatures around on a board, controlling like Napoleon's army or like a medieval army or something like that. And then literally people were just one day like, what if we just control the hero unit only, and we're going into a dungeon with your general and my general and his general, and we're like a team, and that's how D&D first got started.
Yeah.
But then very quickly it's like, well, what is my character's motivations? And I'm like, well, now you're in theater kid territory.
And then you get
now
the
you're in
part
their
of
world.
it.
Exactly.
And then you can get
100%.
really creative.
So in my mind, they didn't steal the game. It was just theirs from the beginning. And like, we have to, and what I love about D&D more than anything is it's something different to everybody.
Yeah.
And it's why I think like men and women equally love D&D. Like young and old people equally love D&D. It is something that transcends so many of the traditional boundaries, including
so creative.
its original community.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love that. That's very. Look, I'm reading the chat. People are saying cross country explains why Tim is vascular as hell. Yes, that'll set you up.
I got
sure.
none of those skills.
Tim's got Hank Aaron's forearms. That's crazy. You got Hank Aaron's forearms. The one thing I will say about like creating the world is like, do you see that right there?
Yes.
You ever been to New
I was
Platson?
noticing that. No, I have not.
So that is people were saying in the chat too. Kyle Bauer, do you know KB? He works here. He's on the Yak.
Okay.
With
yeah.
Big Cat.
Yes.
He they were saying he should try to writing D&D. He wrote or created a fictional state in his head.
I was driving me crazy
That-
actually trying
Was
to
it
figure
really?
this out. Yeah, because I was like, is it part of a real state that they've converted, or did he literally just make it up? Because I can see there's a coastline on the west side.
Yeah.
So like, where is this? It was driving me nuts.
Yeah, it is a fictional state that Kyle created. It's full of, in his fictional world, wrestlers are the most popular people, college wrestlers, professional wrestlers, and house music, and what is it? Thai fusion EDM clubs thrive.
Yes, this is he should totally make a D&D world.
We
I
did
love
we
this.
did an RP. We had
my-
someone create an RP out of they used AI, and me, Kyle, Rudy, and Nick Turaney.
Right.
We did an RP game.
That's so good. I love that.
We got to get
Absolutely.
you to play our RP.
I would love that. I would be a player
Yeah.
then.
We have a
It's
master.
Such
We have a
pleasure to
game
get to
master,
play.
Lucas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, this would be a blast.
Yeah.
For me to get to be a player, I so rarely get to do that except in like my
I'm gonna
family games.
text them right now. Next
Please,
time you're in
dude,
town.
That would be so much fun. Oh, hopefully June, yeah.
Tim Woods.
And I love the, like, you have to understand what got me into D&D and like fantasy in general was the maps. Like, I'm a visual guy and I'm a map autist through and through. So like,
You would love
this
Kyle.
Is my
Yeah.
vibe, 100%.
Yeah, we got to link you and Kyle together. I think.
Yeah,
it'd be a
I think
great
that was
time.
even what got me into like Lord of the Rings originally, was just like looking at the maps and like just seeing how it syncs up with the story. Making my own maps as a kid like was a vivid memory. Literally at my brother's cross country meets, I would just sit there drawing my own maps and stuff. And
Yeah.
doing shit like
Shout out DJ Elio. Yeah, see, chat knows that DJ Elio, the #1 DJ in New Platson. It really is. It really is special. Maresh, how the phone lines looking?
I got a couple callers.
We got a couple callers.
Absolutely,
Tim,
let's do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
Tim.
yeah,
So what's
yeah.
gonna happen is you're gonna hear the beep, right?
Cool.
That means they're on the line. I would love for you to introduce the next caller.
Absolutely, 100%.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, next caller, welcome. How's it going?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, you're loud and clear. And what's
Hey,
your name?
my name's Tucker.
Hey,
my
Tucker.
name's Tucker. I'm calling from Atlanta.
Absolutely. Nice.
I was
Dragon Con.
just so
Dragon Con.
what? Yes, the home of Dragon Con.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and
I
think
look at Atlanta
what-
like the home of like what's the strip club?
rap
Magic
and
City.
hip hop
Magic City.
Magic City
Yes,
and the Falcons.
absolutely.
You're like Atlanta
And
Dragon
Dragon
Con.
Con.
Doing a layover there. I
When
didn't have
Dragon
time to
Con-
swing by Magic City, unfortunately.
when it comes to Atlanta, it is like it does take the city over. It's
I
crazy.
mean, I can only imagine, because New York Comic Con, we see people on the streets in the most ridiculous costumes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the costumes are crazy. They all cost thousands and thousands of. I don't even know, maybe
Yup.
tens of thousands of dollars.
Yup. Mhm.
Easily.
The hardcore people
I've never
easily
been.
drop that money. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been, but I did get really into D&D like right before I got into the idea of it. I found it fascinating right before you came on the podcast, before you came on Part of My Take.
Absolutely.
And the timing was crazy, but I've always been a huge George R.R. Martin fan.
Yes, absolutely.
And
Game of Thrones rules.
That has been such a cool introduction for so many people. It makes me so happy.
yeah, he's I think like the best world builder
Yeah, definitely.
there is.
Is he the
And so it's
I
kind
think
of
he's up
between
there,
like him and
100%.
Tolkien and stuff.
Tolkien is always going to be like the OG, but like I think George R. R. Martin
Yeah.
is a big inheritor of it. Brandon Sanderson, another big name. I think those got to be top two.
So I was gonna ask, are those? Do you kind of look to people like that as like inspiration for when you're? Because I know you've created games within D&D, correct?
Yes, absolutely. I've designed my own games, both for fun and for work, and obviously within D&D. Very often you make your own story. Sometimes I prefer to do the scripted stories, the published adventures as they're called, because those usually have been play tested enough where the obvious plot holes have been rooted out. Sometimes as a DM you make up your own adventure, and then someone's like, well, why wouldn't I just go here and like the problem's solved? And I'm like, shit, that's a really good idea. A wizard did it. You can't
And
do
those
that.
are-
Like, sorry. Yeah.
Those
so-
are probably easier for the like kind of tested ones are probably easier for when you're doing something like Part of My Take.
Exactly right. 100%.
Probably, yeah. But I was gonna say, yeah, that's just
it was crazy timing to when you came on, because it was like right in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I had just reread Game of Thrones, that series, and then, or A Song of Ice and Fire, and then you came on the podcast, and I was like, oh no, this is gonna be so uncomfortable because they're not gonna buy in to the D&D whole like world. And I kind of like had this fear that it was like when you go to order something at a restaurant and you like don't want to order the exact name because they try to make like cutesy weird names.
Right.
And I was like picturing them, being like macho and not wanting to fully buy into all the elven stuff that can go wild with D&D. But it's definitely become like my favorite part of the podcast is when you come on. I just had one last question, which was, how do you get, do you like tune into the podcast and find random things that you want to do like callback jokes to? Like when you had the Fortnite, what was it thing with Zach when it was like the Twister thing attacked him or whatever?
Sharknado. I referenced his Sharknado from Marvel Rivals that he was very upset about. So it's actually a mix, I gotta say, because on one hand, I generally talk to a very specific guy. He's an AWO named Ralph Rich. Ralph Rich is my go-to guy where we have a phone call. Yeah. Shout out Ralph Rich. I'm going to be talking with him tonight. And Ralph Rich and I get on a phone call before my part of my take games, and he gives me 6 months worth of memes and references and all the shit that's been going on the podcast so that we together can figure out what jokes I should include and what references they'll like catch if I make a reference to them and stuff. So Ralph Rich is the guy in my ear whispering all like the good bits from 6 months apart of my take. Wow. But to be fair, Zach in particular is one of my favorite people to watch, and any clip, like once I started seeing Zach pop up on my feed, I kept watching the videos and they kept giving me more Zach videos. I think Zach might be my favorite person.
He's the best
still right now.
Yeah.
I see so much of myself in Zach, and he's such a quintessential, like, perfect, like, guy to have in a D&D game and stuff. And, like...
He's amazing, yeah.
He's amazing. And he's
he's the healer that panicked and didn't heal anybody.
Exactly. Oh, my God. It was so good. And in that episode that we did last where you see him, like, waffling on what to do, it's so funny because people are commenting, like, even Tim's getting impatient now. And I'm like, guilty. I was. You just see me like, oh, like, we got to keep the game going, Zach. And Zach was just like, no, wait, let me think about this some more. I'm like, all right. And, like, but... Zach's clip about the Sharknado had shown up on my feed, and it was so funny to me because, again, I empathize with it so well. He's trying to explain to the other guys the ins and outs of this game that they don't play, and they're loving the fact that he's so invested and so, like, upset about the state of play in the game. And, like, it again, to what you, like, said about the part of my take guys being willing to buy in. They're not making fun of Zach for being so invested in Marvel Rivals. They're, like, supporting him, and it's in this really sweet way where it's like, hey, Marvel Rival guys, nerf this Sharknado. It's no good. And, like, they're like, leaning into it and like trying to like understand what it is that's upsetting him about it. So when I saw that clip, I was like, okay, so Storm Cleric, that way I can give him a Sharknado. Like it helped me set him up with a character so well. It made me really happy. Yeah.
Well, that's like one specific moment that I will never forget, hearing that on my phone, and I was on the couch and I just like belly laughed for like 5 minutes. That was so good.
It makes me very
well, y'all have a great rest of your night.
Thank you for the call, brother. Great
love you,
call.
Tim. You're the
Absolutely.
man. Yeah.
Take care.
Wow. Yeah, so I didn't realize how much work went into building the characters and writing, I guess, the script, you would say?
I mean, here's the thing. When it comes to the script, what happens is when I run an adventure on part of my take, I know enough people are going to listen to it. I have to retire that adventure. And this is a debatable thing where I've actually been talking to my business partners about, like, oh, do you think people would enjoy playing an adventure that they've already heard? My assumption is no, because it's like playing a video game that you've already seen someone on YouTube kind of play through.
Yeah.
It's not going to be as exciting as doing an adventure where you don't know what's around every corner. So I usually retire an adventure once I've run it on the podcast, and then for the next 6 months, I start running for the AWL's A New Adventure.
Yep.
And I have 6 months. I compare it because I listen to like comedy podcasts and stuff where they talk about like refining your hour and then doing the special. And then you retire that. It's a lot like that where I have a script. I keep practicing and practicing and practicing when I run it for the AWLs. So by the time I run it for the guys on Part of My Take, and I get to tell the AWLs, tune into the next episode, it's going to be a familiar adventure. It's going to be this adventure.
And then you're going to see it tuned up.
You'll get to
see it with different twists.
It's going to get tuned up. It's going to be more difficult, but at the same time, it's going to be the same script.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I tell every group of AWLs, the one thing I can guarantee is you'll do a lot better than they will, because as long as you guys don't kill each other right away, you're going to be doing pretty good as far as a high score goes.
So, and then a peek behind the curtain, when you were here, I was on the Bush stream, and you were grinding away on your laptop, and you were writing a little bit for tomorrow.
Yes.
So you do intel for each
little bit. Yeah. I think I can say, I don't think it's a spoiler, that last game we played, Zach had to get stuck with a beginner level character. That was sort of like the punishment I gave him, was like, you're the new guy, I'm making everybody else their old characters, but you're coming in at level 2. They're all level 6. Zach's gonna have a level 6 character.
You buffed him.
I buffed him.
That's very great. Very nice.
He's now at same level as everybody else, which is what you're supposed to be in D&D.
I didn't realize how much went into each game, and it's not just the same script. I've done stand up, and it's like you do open mics and you're working on different bits, but you're like you're pretty much writing a new book.
And
every year, twice a year.
What keeps it exciting though is
writing a new hour.
It's something where just like an hour will be different with one audience versus another. This is even more interactive, where it's not even just the response I'm getting. Literally, they're making different decisions in the game. And what's so cool about D&D is I'll run the same adventure easily 40 or 50 times for the AWLs, and then the 51st time, someone will always do something different that no one's ever done. There is never a session where someone doesn't do something that literally wouldn't even imagine somebody doing.
There's infinite possibilities.
It's truly amazing.
You're up there. You're almost riffing at that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%.
What the hell?
And it's just funny. I didn't really get to answer his question about George R. R. Martin, but it's like George R. R. Martin it's an important thing that I don't know if a lot of people know. George R. R. Martin plays D&D. I don't know if people realize this. Every fantasy author you've ever heard of has played D&D. It's just inevitable. It would be wild if they didn't. So my theory is, who taught George R. R. Martin that sometimes if you follow the realistic course of history as opposed to like, my main character can't die, what if through a roll of the die, because that happens in D&D all the time, a character who wasn't supposed to die dies, and it changes the course of the story completely because of one dice roll. I think George R. R. Martin learned a lot from TTRPGs, from tabletop role-playing games, from games like Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah.
I think they taught him a lot about how the chaos of a dice roll. I imagine him throwing darts at a dartboard, just being like, but how can... I don't want to say names, but how can this guy die? Yeah. How would the story go on?
What if Khaleesi and John had sex and then found out?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that had to be like the 8th dart.
100%.
Yeah.
So I think that it's that chaos element that it's like, wait, but that character can't die. And then all of a sudden, you're locked in. You need to know what happens next. It's brilliant. It's brilliant writing.
Someone in the chat asked, do you get mad when they kill each other?
No. Especially the first time they did it, where I was like, we only have 5 minutes to play, and then Big Cat murdered everyone on the team, and I'm like, oh yeah, we did it, everyone. And he's like, I won D&D, and you hear me like, in a certain sense, I guess you did, like, I don't know, but like when they kill each other, I think they've made a really funny bit out of it, and I think it goes to show that if you take D&D really seriously, it can be fun for you, but I don't think it's the most entertaining way to play D&D. And I gotta credit the Part of My Take guys have right away figured out a very entertaining way to play D&D, which is, maybe we won't kill each other this time, or maybe we will. And like, it's a really, really good bit that I approve of wholeheartedly.
What were the you referenced that you listened to some comedy podcasts? What
I mean, I feel bad because it's just like the most like generic level stuff. Like, I listen to Bill Burr's podcast, so I'm a big fan of it. And it's very funny because even with his podcast, he will launch into sports all the time, and when he does, it'll literally just suddenly be like the parents in Charlie Brown, where it's like, and I'm just hearing names and numbers, and I'm just
It
like,
was like when you and the guy from Baltimore were talking about
exactly what it sounds like when I talk D&D with people, and so it is really informative to me to like listen to sports stuff, so I know how I am coming across to other people, but like. I mean, I guess I listen to him. I listen to like the McElroy brothers. They do D&D content as well. So like, I don't listen to that many podcasts.
You ever listen to like Bad Friends?
Yes,
Santino
yeah,
and Bobby
100%. Yeah.
I think their like improv is something that like you would be like super into.
100%. Yeah, they're
very
great.
good at like.
It's
setting
mostly at this
scenes.
point just clips that come across my YouTube feed and stuff like that. So like a lot of like Shane Gillis stuff and like things like that'll like pop up, or like just interviews. I think what's very interesting to me is when comedians get interviewed, because for me, I always want to hesitate, and like I don't want to compare myself to a comedian in terms of, very often like in a D&D game, the Dungeon Master is the straight man kind of who's letting other people be funny.
Yes.
But in terms of my lifestyle, I end up like having a lot of downtime during the day and then working 7 to 10 o'clock. Yep. And like when I hear comedians talk about their lives and like how they have to structure their work and going on tour and how disruptive to your life that can be. A lot of their lifestyle.
There are a lot of parallels between you.
It's a weird, and like when I think about actors, you know, I live in New York, so like thinking of Broadway actors and stuff, it's like I'm not unique. It's weird, but it's not unique. And finding out there are other people who have similar like struggles of like working in, you know, in the entertainment industry, I can provide what I do when other people are not working. So Saturdays and Sundays are my busiest work days. Friday nights get eaten up all the time because that's when people can play D&D. Like,
there's also a connection of like, okay, let's say you have like a chill ass morning and afternoon, and then you're like, wait, am I a piece of shit for like not doing much during the day?
It is killer.
And you're like, no, like I have to do stuff at night.
It is so for the first 5 to 8 years of my career, it was very much the problem of I'd spend all day just worrying about work in the evening. Then I'd work in the evening, get off at 10 or 11 o'clock and be like, well, now's my time to decompress and enjoy my day. So I was sleeping until like past noon and go into bed at like 3 a.m. And it was just like, ugh, I'm killing myself doing this, because it was like I felt bad all the time. So I think once my anxiety over this career choice sort of like
you have to accept
down a little bit, and you accept it, that's when I was able to be like, I need to start like being okay with like getting the stuff I need to get done over the course of the day done, and then just being like, and I think it helps when I'm running the same adventure again and again for AWLs, and I can feel confident like I don't need to prep this adventure. I know the script by now. I can just dive in, be relaxed with these guys who just want to have a good time, like it's supposed to be.
You're walking in there like, I'm gonna kill tonight.
Exactly. I'm walking in like, I've done this before. I know what I'm doing, and like I credit like getting to do this path has made it like really cool, because you don't get to this level of confidence except anyway through experience.
Except grinding through it.
Grinding through it, exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
Ball Peach, thank you for the $10 super chat. He said, Tim, have you listened to Adventure Zone?
Yes.
If so, what's your favorite arc or character? Berry Blue Jeans.
Yes. So I mentioned the McElroy brothers. That was a podcast my sisters introduced me to like over a decade ago, and I listened to their stuff, and partially because they had one of the earliest D&D podcasts that was out there, the Adventure Zone. I think most people are going to agree their first season, Balance, was such a strong season. Griffin McElroy, their Dungeon Master, did a very stereotypical D&D thing, which is his first campaign was just a balls to the wall fantasy epic, time travel, alternate dimensions, all of it had to tie together into this climactic ending with no loose ends being every question had to be answered at the end. It was a true artistic endeavor in every sense of the word, but also something that like you could never that was an unsustainable model to be doing. And I could tell he was just caught up in the passion of the project. He was writing his own soundtracks to the podcast, and the soundtracks had secret messages in them written
that's
into
different
the
level
notes
of code
of the like podcast. So there was like Easter eggs in it and stuff, and like things that he set up that he didn't even know how he was going to deliver on them that then he had to write ways to deliver, like, and that's why that person's name is this. And, like, credit where he is due. It was one of the best things I ever listened to. And their other seasons have been really good, but I'm proud that they didn't try to reach that level of, like, artistic purity in their subsequent seasons, because I don't think you need that. I don't think that that's necessarily what a podcast D&D thing needs to be. And they rotated around the different brothers running the games, which I really, really enjoyed. They've harkened back. I don't know that I have a favorite necessarily. I really enjoyed actually their I'm forgetting it now, their theme park theme one. I actually had a lot of fun with that because they ran a non-D&D system. I don't know how many people know this, but D&D is just one in a genre of games where there's a Star Wars TTRPG where you can play as Jedi and stuff. And so they did one that was more heist themed where you play as criminals who are always going on heists and stuff. That was a really fun season for me. I love their Dadland special where the premise is the post-apocalyptic Mad Max universe. But for some reason, it's all just different clans of different types of dads. And it's like, I come from the clan of the Disney dads, and I come from the clan of the car dads.
I'm a Little League Baseball dad.
Little League Baseball dad is one of them. Absolutely, 100%.
Coach
so, like,
dad.
They've had some really fun, like, different arcs. And I think I have just as much, if not more fun, with their, like, throwaway, silly ideas as with their, like, really heartfelt, like, detailed, epic ideas.
I love it.
Yeah.
So 2 things. One, that was Bill Burr talking sports for
Yes.
the majority of it for me, but Ball
absolutely.
Peach, the answer. I hope that answers your question. 2, I don't know if you're following it all. Mintzy's dead, apparently.
Yeah, I'm watching right now.
Mintzy's dead.
Oh, no.
18 win?
18 seconds left for Ole Miss in.
That's tough. That's
They
tough
scored
for
too
Mintz.
early. I have a take. I mean, Carson Beck shouldn't be allowed to play in college anymore.
I know. How old is he?
24.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, he's
College
been in
kids
college
shouldn't have to-
forever.
College kids shouldn't have to compete with a 24-year-old in anything.
No.
Women at the bar.
No.
Anything.
Yeah. Anything at all.
You just know
Spots
too
for
much at that
classes.
point.
Yeah.
Anything. They shouldn't have to compete.
Jobs.
Yes.
It's insane.
Because he'll be in the line.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be
He'll be on LinkedIn real soon, taking away
He
internships
making
from college
it to the
kids.
show, but
Yeah, that's insane.
should not be
Damn.
allowed to play.
Game might not be over just yet. Well, that's
It's over.
it's probably over.
It's
yeah.
over.
Yeah, I mean, that's Mintzy's reign has ended.
Yeah. It's,
Are you familiar with Ben Mintz?
I've been following him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Some
character.
recent news came out. I saw. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He is he's a guy. He's a very special guy. Back in his 7th season. Damn. Okay.
I feel bad. I would have invited a bunch of people to a VIP table. Like I'm that kind of guy. Like I definitely would have.
Are you a club man?
No.
No?
I
Okay.
just love making friends. That's all.
That's
you
true.
know? Absolutely.
I saw a picture of him on the grid out at Club Space in Miami.
Tim?
Yeah.
Me?
Tim?
No.
Tim at Space
no.
with Nate the promoter?
You just imagine scrolling
couldn't
through your
be
feed,
me.
you see Tim Woods at Club Space.
Oh, that would be you would run that club
At 11.
yeah.
Last time I was here, I did get to go out with a bunch of the Barstool staff. That was a lot of
Yes,
fun.
you were out with Hannah, right? Correct.
I think
Montoya?
they were working the bar. I was mainly just hanging out with the. It was cool because all like the behind the scenes staff went out to like support the people who were behind the bar. So I got to chill with them, and I feel like those are kind of like because I'm hanging out with them more often than I feel like the people on the shows because they're the ones who are helping me. Like, where's the bathroom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like it was really nice just linking up with them in a context where I didn't have to ask them for favors all the time and stuff, and just getting to hang out. It was really nice.
we got some good people.
Absolutely, really wonderful people. Yeah.
Reshi, how the phone lines looking?
I got a caller.
We got a caller. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, Tim. It's 10:30. I don't want to hijack your time.
Really no worries.
This has been amazing.
It's
I
been a
feel like
blast.
people have gotten to see like, behind what's going on, and
cool
you're
to
not just
talk
playing
about.
the game. So we're gonna take this final caller for you.
Absolutely.
I got a couple closing questions, and we'll get you out of here because I want to make sure you're fresh for tomorrow.
Perfect. I love it.
Let's
Absolutely.
do it. Hello, you are live on Mook Can't Sleep with the one, the only, the Dungeon Master, Timm Woods. What's your name? Where you calling from? What's on your mind?
This is Jordan. I'm in San Jose, California. Give me an absolutely, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
I got a question for you, Tim. I am in 2 campaigns. First of all, you answered my first question, which was, about war gamers versus role players. I'm in 2 campaigns, one of which is my best friends, all role players.
Nice.
And the second one is with some crunchy, like, second edition players, and I'm a new guy. So I'll kind of give you the option here. I can either give you what happened and get your reaction, or I can ask you what you would have done in this situation. What do you want to do?
I'm down for either one of those. Tell me, and I'll give you both. I'll give you my reaction and what I would have done.
Okay, so we're 4th level, 3 of us. We were supposed to be 4. One guy couldn't make the session, and
so they
told us. My DM told us up front, "Hey, I did not dumb down this encounter for you guys not having."
I was already going to say, I can tell already based on how you're setting this up. He prepared for 4, and he's like, oh, 3 people showed up? Cool. Anyway, going to run this 4-person encounter now. Best of luck, boys. Yeah.
Well, he did that because the other 2 people are total power gamers.
Oh.
They are, like, it's an artificer with 21 AC, it's a cleric with 20 AC, and me, a new guy playing a warlock.
Man,
so
it's always the non-power gamer who gets shafted in
The
those
new guy playing the
situations.
warlock always
Exactly.
gets fucked.
Just trying to do your best.
Well, you know what? That's usually how it has gone in these games, and I actually enjoy it because, it's a new guy getting to learn the ropes.
Yeah, there you go.
But
there you go.
In this case, it was me with 2 hill giants trying to get under this kind of canyon, whatever you call it, like a canyon archway full of rock that they were trying to get under.
Okay.
I say, hey, I'm going to cast Shatter on the rock above them. Not on the 2 giants, but on the rock above them.
Okay. Yeah.
So what I told the DM was, I want this rock to fall on them and just see what happens.
Okay. I want to tell you right now, before you go any further, that rock in my game would have hit them. And I have a bad feeling your DM's going to screw you over in just a second here.
I think you are going to be surprised. He basically ruled that I set off a 10 by 10 rock grenade, killed one of them outright for 150 damage, and did the other one half the damage.
Let's go. Rewarding the creativity. Hell yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, trust me, I loved it in the moment. But looking back, I'm in a game full of power gamers and guys who, this is why they do it, to be crunchy. This was the session encounter, and I trivialized it.
Okay. So, first of all, power gamers is somebody who takes the game very seriously.
Okay.
They build their character in a very specific way to maximize their strengths and minimize their weaknesses. Some people argue it's against the spirit of the game, which is supposed to be like, I want to play this character because they're cool, not because they're going to win statistically at everything.
So they use OP characters and they're going to dominate.
Exactly.
Got it.
Now, I have a question. Did the players get mad at you for trivializing it, or did the GM get mad at you for trivializing it? Or did no one get it?
The GM loved it.
GM loved it.
The GM
he's the one
took it very much in
He had the power
pride.
to say that shatter spell doesn't do anything. Why did you think it would? Or he set off a rock grenade and blows up both of these guys. Hell yeah. He could have vetoed
The
that.
2 players that I was still with, I will say they kind of relaxed and didn't take it as seriously, which is good, but they didn't have as much fun as they would have in a knockdown, drag-out fight.
That sounds a little bit like they're a little butthurt that they're not the one who cast the shatter spell. I'm sorry, but if your GM had your shatter spell be a little more effective, and maybe it was because you were the new guy and you were learning the ropes, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think that's what it was.
Listen, I'm sorry, but I would have done the exact same thing. I would have rewarded, especially a new player, for a creative idea. I'm sorry, but that's just incentivizing good behavior at your table, that's not showing favoritism, that's not going easy, that's rewarding what you want to see at the table, which, I mean, I'm sorry, but they're not beating the allegations. The joke is that power gamers will take the game very literally, but then not think creatively. So they'll be like, statistically, I can never fail this check, and I'll always be really good at this, and if an enemy like this comes, and then somebody will be like, oh, but what if I try to have sex with the dragon? They'll be like, you're not taking the game seriously. It's like, yeah, but guess what? Now they have a dragon who's they're hooking up with. Like, I'm sorry, but like, sounds like they won D&D and you just took it really seriously and didn't think creatively, and now you're mad about the fact that they're doing really well at the game. Also, it's kind of fun when like a really good person at the game rolls really bad and a really bad person at the game rolls really well. Like, I don't know. I think your DM did the exact right thing, and I'm sorry that the other players were like, I don't know. I think this is just new game jitters a little bit also on their part to some degree, and I think once they see your GM do that more, I would hope that they lean into that and not away from like this, like, well, that's not the rules kind of mentality.
I don't like these power gamers.
My 2 cents. Generally, power gamers, people have gripes against them, and then the power gamers will defend themselves and be like, you can be a power gamer and still be fun to play with and still do good role playing, but like, right now they're not beating the allegations. Unfortunately.
No, power gamers.
Absolutely, Tim.
L power gamers in the chat, guys.
L to the power gamers. Yeah.
Last thing, Mook, my Niners versus your Eagles. Thoughts?
Thoughts are you got to come to Philly, and our defense is too good right now. I don't think Purdy can beat us. I don't think Purdy can touch us. I think we're gonna win like 28-14. I think it's going to be a blowout.
2014 Eagles?
Yeah, birds. I think it's all birds. Look
I
at the
think
chat.
Purdy
The
dropped a
chat
nut
is
on you guys.
RPGs. You think you guys are? I mean, I would if I was a Niners fan too. I'd say, look, the birds are weak. We're not humming, but we're the new Chiefs. It's playoff time. We're going to win ugly games, and we're at home. This is going to be. It might be a.
You're the new Chiefs.
We're the new.
You're
Chiefs.
the new Chiefs.
Yes, we are the new Chiefs.
That's nuts.
No, that's just facts. Dynasty.
Incorrect.
Dynasty.
All right.
We're power gamers.
Tim,
the birds
I
are
love
power
seeing you
gamers.
on Mook Can't Sleep.
We're
This is
PGs.
someone who I can't talk to. I love you.
Hey, GG's, brother. I'll see you Sunday. Oh, man.
You see you Sunday, Mook.
I'll see you Sunday. Best of luck.
You know, the Chiefs played D&D recently. It's been all over the
Really?
internet. A bunch of the guys on the Chiefs got together, and a woman ran a D&D game for them. It's flowing.
That's
up.
all. That's probably
Really
good,
cool.
like camaraderie for them to in the
Very
locker
good.
room.
Mhm.
What I saw recently too is it pops up on my Instagram or Twitter like once or twice a year. Is the Spurs in the early 2000s were playing StarCraft on LAN together.
I saw those clips too.
It's
yeah,
so cool.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. That's got to be really team building. I don't think I realized it was the Spurs when I saw that clip.
It
I
was the
like,
Spurs.
That's StarCraft. Yeah,
And they're on like a
absolutely.
private jet just ripping StarCraft.
Hell yeah.
What are some of
StarCraft
your
LAN parties.
what are you so we were talking a little bit before, you're not big into first person shooters.
Not so much. No.
What
no, those
what
never
would
my
you
guy.
play if you're playing video games?
Real-time strategy games were
Okay.
a big part of me growing up.
Real-time strat.
StarCraft, Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, like all the Warcrafts 100%.
AoE?
Yeah. Oh, AoE all the way. AoE 2.
Oh.
AoE 2 is my game.
Maresh
AoE
is
2
an-
What was your civilization?
Oh, I would always play the campaigns, so I remember
Yeah, you
doing
would just
the
do all the-
French Joan of Arc campaign a fuck ton. I would play that a bunch. That was a really fun one because I just like the medieval era more than like it's less like what Civ I would play and more just like I love the medieval era battles so much. So I would just skip to the medieval era and just do medieval era. It was like
Got
so
it.
much fun.
Yeah, they Maresh plays
I run the Portuguese into the ground.
Hell yes, absolutely.
Once I get my Fitoria going, it's curtains for you bitches.
Yo, the
Mhm,
fucking
100%.
Portuguese, bro. Shout out Marco Martins and Melinda Martins,
Yeah,
Portuguese, and Christian Martins, Portuguese neighbors growing up.
Yes.
But are you running PC?
Yeah. Generally, PC is what I go with. Also, Dawn of War. Dawn of War. There's
of
a new
War.
game coming out now, but Dawn of War was a real-time strategy game in the Warhammer 40K universe, and that's very much my jam.
Do you play Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate 3, the old Baldur's Gates I like dabbled in a little bit in my youth, but Baldur's Gate 3 has been a game changer. It's introduced so many people to not just D&D conceptually, but since it uses the exact same rule set as 5th edition D&D, literally now AWLs will know the rules of D&D before I even sit down with them, thanks to Baldur's Gate 3. People would be like, oh, I know that spell from the game. I'm like, you'll know all of the spells from the game. They're all the same spells. Everything is exactly the same as is in Baldur's Gate 3. Now, I have to admit, I have not made it past Act 1 because I just keep restarting the fucking game again and again. Partially because in the early days I was installing mods, and then the mods would change, and then I get my game locked out, really pissing me off. But now that all the mods are official and everything, the next playthrough, I am committing to I'm going to finish the game with it. I'm going to go through my... But what I have to do is recreate my original character, because every character I've made since then is just not the same as that, like, OG character that I fell in love with. So I got to go back to my OG.
Do you run it solo, or you have a...
I run it solo mainly because I've started, like, I don't know how many different, like, multiplayer games with different friends.
It's tough to get everybody lined up.
It's hard to get time together, and by now those games have become, like... save locked, as it were. So, like, I mean, I know my brother's been like, I'm restarting it, jump in with me. And I'm just like, dude, we will get halfway through Act 1 and we will not pick this up again. I cannot do it again. I gotta get through that act and then, like, move on with my life.
Find a solid crew or do it solo.
Exactly.
They play a lot of AoE together, or used to, right?
No, we've been getting back into it.
We
can't play Halo because Nick gets motion sickness.
Nick can't really handle
Nick
Halo.
Durrani? Yeah.
He'll throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pussy. He's a pussy.
He was telling me about a lot of your video game stuff, though. Last time I was here, last time I feel like I didn't even know you guys were doing video games, and like Nick gave me like the whole tour, and I was like, oh my god, you guys have like a whole video game department here. I think somebody was playing Subnautica at the time.
That's Rudy.
Losing. Yeah, that's right. That was Rudy. I forgot. Yeah, Subnautica is like one of my top 3. Like,
you should have linked with Rudy. You should link with Rudy next time you're here too, and play some games.
I would love to.
What's your setup, like your PC setup at home?
I don't have a good one right now, unfortunately.
Okay. But do you have like a nice, like, you got like the desk? And
I
monitor.
got like a spot. It's the same spot where I run my games and stuff for like the AWLs when I'm running them online or whatever. But like, I just run games on a laptop now. Like, my girlfriend's got a better PC than I do.
I just think the PC setup or like desk setup for men now is like, it's like the peaceful. It's like your sanctuary.
It very much is that. I mean, also, I have to admit, because I run it on a laptop, half the time I'm in bed playing games also, so I try to get extra cozy. I'm, like, in my robe and stuff when I'm...
you got your robe guy.
90% of the time. Big robe. I got my robe in my bag here.
You travel with a robe?
I don't know how cozy you get in this podcast, so I brought a robe just in case.
Okay.
But
I wish you knew. We could have gone robe for robe.
All good. I love
Next
it.
time.
I'm all about the robe life, 100%. Yeah. Big time robe life.
Well,
absolutely. I saw the dude, when I watched the movie in college, and was just like, that's me.
Can you bring out the? Can you show them the robe? The chat's asking for the robe. I mean, we might as well pull it out. You know. Oh, that's clean.
Now, at some point, I'm going to be investing in like a even more luxurious, softer robe. But, like,
that looks like.
It's a nice little simple.
That's a good piece.
Simple robe setup.
Oh, that's a good piece. Comfy.
I'm feeling comfy now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, get comfy.
Getting ready for bed here. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is perfect. Now I got with the candlestick here.
The
feels
robe.
good. Absolutely. Yeah.
So I got a couple questions.
Yeah.
And someone actually will do this. So we're gonna shut it down. We're gonna get you out of here. Thank you, Ball Peach, for another 5. Super Chatty said McElroy.
The McElroy.
The McElroys got me into podcast. When you ran the first balance arc with PMT, I lost it. Also, I loved Amnesty and the Hogwarts one.
Oh, right. Sorry. So, I was like, I've never run the balance arc. Here's the thing. When they started the balance arc, and there's a little behind the sauce stuff, Griffin McElroy was running the D&D beginner adventure. That's all he was doing when he started the podcast, was running the basic D&D official starter set adventure. But then they went off script after the first adventure, and I have run the D&D beginner starter set adventure for the guys on Barter My Take. So it just so happened it was the same one, but I wasn't trying to do balance. I was just trying to do the beginner adventure. But we have followed in the same footsteps, as it were. Yeah.
I love it. Well, Tim, I guess the last question on my list is, I wanted to hit you're amazing to talk to. I could talk to you for hours,
Absolutely.
but the last question I had was like, what's the longest, I guess, campaign or the longest game you've ran in one sitting?
That's always a tricky one because you'll ask D&D players that and they'll be like, 20 years. And you're like, what the fuck do you mean 20 years?
What are you talking
about? And it
about?
simply means that they started a game. Usually what this means is they started a game in high school with friends that they are still occasionally playing or something like that. Technically, you can just pick up a game after any amount of time and then keep going with it if you really want to. So games can go on 4 years. Now, I tend to run continuous games that don't take like long multi-year hiatuses or something like that. So I do tend to run continuous games. I definitely had family games that would run on for multiple years, but now doing it professionally, I had a game that went on 5 years. We went from level 1 to level 20, and we wrapped up in 2020. We hit level after 4 years, it was 2020 and we hit level 20. The last year was just all at level 20, the highest level that you can get to in the game as epic level characters going through this ultimate like wizard ruined city of ancient wizards fighting their way
5 years
to get to the final boss. And that was the final, like after 4 years, we got to level 20 and spent the last year as level 20 characters wrapped up. And it was like, we turned level 20, I remember, right after New Year's, going into 2020, and then at the end of 2020, wrapped up that game right before New Year's Day. So it was like exactly a year.
That's pretty amazing.
20, wrapping it up then.
What was the cadence of picking up that game and like showing up to like once a week?
We were playing once every other week. Yeah, so that was, and I mean, we would miss the occasional game, so not steadily, I would say, but that's still like, a lot of, good chunk of sessions.
5-year game.
5-year game.
Dudes
absolutely.
are probably going through breakups, or people are getting pregnant.
You're seeing, and I've worked with clients where we have done multiple campaigns. Like you get to the end, you defeat the final boss, and then you just start again as new level 1 characters.
Wow.
So I've worked with groups for much longer than 5 years at this point. Some groups I've run now maybe for 8 years at this point. I've been like a part of their lives for like a long time now. I've watched, like you said, breakups, like changes in their lives. People have had kids now, and I'm watching their kids grow up. It's really cool. I keep joking like I'm the wizard godfather who's one day I shall show up and have an adventure for you when you're old enough. Like you will be asked at one point. I'm like Gandalf.
They're gonna get the D&D pill,
100%. They're gonna get it. And like I've told all my college friends and stuff, like their kids are now getting old enough where it's like someday I shall come for them and they shall be led on an adventure at some point. Like
that's amazing.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, Tim, you're a pleasure to talk to. I could talk to you for hours.
Thank
I
you so
appreciate you
much.
coming on the show. Chat, can
My
we
pleasure.
show Tim some love real quick? If you're in the chat, drop some Tims, drop some some things you love about Tim. I'm gonna show Tim the chat, and then we're gonna get him out of here. So chat,
thank you so much. That's
light it up for Tim.
Aw, thank you guys.
I think you can see. Drop some hearts. Do whatever you gotta do. Final thoughts for Tim from the chat. He's looking at it now. Absolutely, in all caps.
Absolutely.
Tim, I love you.
Aw.
It's flying. GOAT, legend.
I always love when people love the energy. That makes me happy.
They love you. This is one of my favorite episodes. Tim, thank you very much for hopping on. I'm gonna stay on and do a little bit solo stream, react to some stuff, but really appreciate you coming on.
100%. Thanks so much for having me.
I'll see you in the office tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you, Tim.
Absolutely. Great to meet you too.
Tim, everyone. W Tim. Book with Tim.
Thanks,
start a
everybody.
campaign. Have a baby.
Absolutely.
Make it a D&D.
Play more
baby.
D&D. Play more D&D.
Yes. Play more D&D.
Play more D&D with me if you can't find anybody else.
Grow the game.
Hell yeah.
Grow the
Absolutely.
game.
Grow the game. Grow
Just
the game.
Infectious energy.
Absolutely.
And he's jacked.
Good luck with the rest of the show. Take care.
Thank you, Tim.
Absolutely.
Have a great night.
Yeah, have a great night.
What a guy. The best. Book with Tim. Yes, thank you, Phenom, for dropping the link in the chat. Book with Tim. Man. I feel uplifted, Marash.
Would love to see you get to that type of energy.
I'm getting there. That picked me up.
When?
What do you mean when? I'm definitely up. I feel like I'm good vibes.
When?
This guy just always bringing me down. Shout out to the chat, too. You guys rock tonight. Reshi, I got to take a piss. I'm gonna leave the chat in your hands, and then I'll come back. I'll close it out for a little bit.
Yeah, let me know, guys, what you want to know about
the Pip. The Pip. They're just saying Pip. Now people think I'm on a fucking Pip.
Pip Jr. over here.
No, I'm not Pip Jr.
Pip Jr.
Pip.
Ugh. No beers. Yeah, Reshi Chugs. Yeah, when me and Mook got super fat doing the show. Let's see, what do we got? How was Tokyo? Tokyo was great. I did a couple days in Tokyo. I went to Hakuba Valley, skied for a couple days, got an insane amount of snow. That rocked. That was over my birthday and Christmas. Then we went to Kyoto for some days, and then we went to Seoul, South Korea. And my fucking fiance wouldn't let me go to the DMZ. I wanted to go so bad. How does it feel to be in a leadership position, bossing Mook? It took a lot of work to get here in a calendar year, you know. But we got here. We did. And we're not going to forget. We're going to keep working hard. We're going to whip him into shape. Get him into a good spot going into the next year. Mr. Mumble 60. I thought about it. She wouldn't let me go to the fucking DMZ. Well, she was like, she was like, it's going to be weird, and what if something bad happens? I'm not going to try and run across. That's the only time something bad happens. Do I miss New York? Not really. Like, we bought a place here in the city. Life's good, man. What keeps me up at night? Bunions.
Reshi got bunions. All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, El Piche 09. If I was in Seoul, something went down, I was fucked anyway. DMC is safe. That's what I'm saying. Do I miss EDM shows in New York? No, because at my age, I wouldn't be going anymore. Oh, you coming back here?
Yeah.
All right.
Chad, W. Resh. I'm going to send him home. We got to get his foot rested up.
Do I ever smile? Yeah, when Mook does his job.
GG's, boss.
Is that my water bottle?
I don't know whose that is.
Yep. All right, bye, guys.
Rest up, boss, man.
Starting to feel better.
Starting to feel better?
Uh-oh. Look at the movement.
Let's see. Hold on.
Look at the movement.
Let me show chat.
Look at the movement. Look at the movement.
Let's show chat the movement. Oh, he's walking crazy.
Oh.
He's walking.
Oh, that didn't feel great.
No,
but we're back.
No. You got to get better, brother. You can't be walking around here like this.
Like what? Like this?
It looks ridiculous.
Like what? Like this?
Back up. Go towards the seats. Yeah. Now walk. Yeah, something's off. Something's off.
It doesn't feel great, but it's a lot better than it was earlier today.
Something's fucked.
Yeah. All right, see you.
All right, later, Resh. Oh my god. Hello, chat. Hello. Where's your phone? Donde está? I'll see you for the 1v1 tomorrow. I'm coming fighting. Yes, sir. I'm coming out fighting. 1v1 versus Maresh on site in the office. How we doing, guys? The Unk Walk. They're calling it the Unk Walk. That's crazy. Talk mints? We can maybe do a little mince talk. I don't know if people are minced out, but I do want to. I mean, it is a fascinating situation. This has been What do you guys think about all the mince stuff? W Mook for getting Tim. Yeah, Tim reached out to me, which was pretty cool. What's your guys' temperature on mince? I feel like people are minced out. But I also, I can't look away, you know? It's kind of tough to look away. I turned, look, I'll admit it. I turned notifications on for Tate. Mintz equals Artard. Yeah, I have no idea what Mintz is doing. I agree with Brandon fucking Walker. Mintz is a dumb not minced out at all. Yeah. I mean, it was a very, very interesting situation. It was like his post-game videos all time. Yeah, I do want to see that. I would like to look at some Mintz stuff and get clocked in. Because for the past 6 hours I've been on stream watching Bush. Shout out to all the unshaven in the chat. Lane Kiffin wants him dead. Lane wants him. Oh yeah, because he recorded the conversation. I want to go to Biz's house. Yeah, we'll watch a little Mintz for sure. Shout out to all the unshaven though. Tough night of COD. Tough night of COD. We should be 4-0. We sold last night. We sold again tonight. It's crazy. The boys are in a weird spot. I'll say that. Very weird spot. Yeah, let's look at some Mint stuff. Mook Mandingo. That's what people be saying. I ain't saying that, you know. People have been saying that. Bush will grow back. Yeah, we'll bounce back. But we do have to win. We're not in the playoffs automatically. There are scenarios where we don't get in. So we have to win. Just to be safe. Just to be safe. And I think our boys will show up. They're ready as hell. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do react screen. Unshaven. Let tell you around the bush. Why is... the bush push? Hold on, chat. Working some tech here. There we go. God, I'm so nice at tech now. And look, now I'm going to live edit this layer here. Look, I'm getting real nice with tech here. Mook, how we feeling about the Eagles? I think the Eagles are going to smack around San Fran. I think we're going to smack them around. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God, I'm live editing layers. Holy shit, I'm him. Holy shit, I'm him, dude. Oh, my God, the phone lines. The phone lines. People want to talk tonight, huh? The new Chiefs. Exactly. We're the new Chiefs. That's what the birds are. People hate us. And we win ugly games. We're the new Chiefs. Eagles make it to the NFC Championship and lose there? Yeah, right, dude. Come on, Calvin. Do you miss hanging out with Sass every day at work? Me and Sass talk, especially for Bush or like just gaming. We talk a lot. I'm patronizing you. You should want to be the new Patriots, though. I mean, look, I'm not gonna call Jalen Hurts Tom Brady. I'm not that delusional. Mook, thoughts on Swaggy being the coach of high treason? Look, that is being discussed internally. That'll come out. All will be revealed. This gaming stuff, dude. Shout out the GOAT, man. Shout out the GOAT. I saw a post that on Reddit. I was scrolling Reddit today, and it was like, this is the world that Dave Portnoy built. The Avengers storming the Fiesta Bowl, the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. Danny Boy Kane, Mintz, Biz Nasty involved, Riggs involved. What a world. What a fucking world we live in, man. This guy's a living legend, Danny Boy Kane. He's been in Barstool lore forever, and they all united in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's insane. First Blood God. Y'all at Barstool enabling Mintzy too much? Bro, Mintzy's been activated. He's been enabled. We're just documenting it. He would do all this without cameras on. Banana Land. Mint's gonna mince. Exactly. All right, so we got to catch up here because apparently Ole Miss lost in heartbreaking fashion. Mintzy tried starting a hottie toddy. We can maybe start there. I mean, all of this is cinema. This is cinema. This is crazy, dude. Shout out Gianni in the chat. Yeah, you could post that, Gianni. Sorry. Yeah, let it ride. Let it ride. Or you could save it. Either, whatever you want to do. I mean, this is pure cinema. This is stuff even Timm Woods can't script. Actually, no, this is what's happening at the Fiesta Bowl and what's happened this week is a Timm Woods D&D campaign, is a Barstool D&D campaign, which I don't know if that's been brought up before, but that would be pretty electric if there was a Barstool RP game that you could do anything you wanted. That would be pretty electric. We might have to get Tim on that. Gotta hit it while she's hot. Go for it. Rip it, Gianni. Rip it. Mintz looks hammered. It would be so fun. Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna go to the post game stuff here. I want to see this clip right here. Mintzy trying to start a hottie toddy.
Don't wait till we get ready to snap it. Get everybody up. We gotta make him
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he killed him. He did. You watch him die throughout the clip. Look at him. Oh. And then look, he just slowly dies. I think he hurt himself right there. I think right here he's in pain. And then he just slowly Bro, that's tough. Oh, that's tough. Oh, that is brutal. That's why, you go to sporting events, you never be the guy to start it. You're always the guy. I'm always the guy that's like, oh, if they're starting it, I'll start screaming, but I'm not gonna be the one to be like, "Ee!" Like you gotta be a dude to start like an EAGL Eagles at the link. That ain't on me. Because if I do that and nobody responds, that's tough. Let me get a tweet off real quick. We're gonna do a late night Mintzy review. We're doing late after dinner mints on this show right now. This show is now Mook tried to start the wave at the link. Do not start that rumor. I did not. If I'm gonna start a wave, I would be deathly afraid of trying to start a wave or a chant in a public sporting event. That ain't it. Late night mints tracker / reactor. I just spelled reactor wrong. Fuck. Come hang. Oh, it's officially midnight Eastern time. Shout out to all my East Coast gooners. Shout out to the East Coast gooner gang. Yeah, call Tate Mook? No. Like, you gotta look, this is like a beach house thing where it's like you gotta just let them live in the wild and we watch. We can't play God. Who am I? I'm just a mere observer. I am a mere vessel here. East Coast, shout out to the East Coast Goon Gang. We're back. And look, people have said this show got canceled, this show died. No, just have a lot going on. I'm gonna start streaming at least once a week. Some of them might be solo streams. Some of them just might be me here by myself. But we're gonna start running it once a week. I am going to Turkey though. So look, that's another wrench in it. I'm going to Turkey. Let's move that up a bit, no? It's not like that receding, but it's starting to. So I'm going to Turkey to get plugged up. So I will, the second week of February, I'll be out of commission. But once a week, Mook can't sleep. I'm going to Turkey to get plugged up. Bald as hell. Hairline going to be too low. Oh, shit. Oof. Jesus. It's not that bad. It might have gotten worse since the beginning of the stream. I'm not even kidding. Since the beginning of the Bush stream. You got to factor in my eyebrows are you can't see my eyebrows. But I'm going to go get tuned up. You know? Just a little tune-up, a little optimization. My head's like a PC and I'm getting optimized. It's just No, you good, dog. Look sexy as hell. Thanks, chat. I'm looking at... I'm reading chat now. I'm a girl and I'd fuck you. Thank you. Thank you to that chatter. You're special. I appreciate you. Would you ever do Connor Griffin bows? No. I'm too far gone. I got blonde eyebrows and that's it. It would be funny if gross in all caps. Murph Dog, good to have you back, man. Good to have you back. Appreciate that. It will be interesting though, because Nick was saying this. Nick was like, with your luck, something is going to get fucked up when you get plugs in Turkey. It would be crazy if like the plugs started growing back and they were a different color than red. That's kind of my biggest fear. Ohio Tate Centel. Oh, I think I did see that. Like, my biggest fear is, like, not that I get injured, not that, like, I get infected. It's like my hair grows back, like, purple when it should be red, you know? Like, I don't know how that science works, but I'm expecting the worst. Centel. I'm actually, no joke, I'm pretty afraid to scroll on my Twitter timeline right now because it's been a lot of porn, just to be quite frank. A lot of porn and a lot of, I found it. Okay. Thank you, Callie Young. A lot of porn and a lot of grok undressing women. Fuck! Ohio's Tate Centel. What is this? Miami has scored the go-ahead touchdown with 18 seconds left, and Mintzy is throwing up. Oh, yeah, Quiggs. Quiggs is a demon. Masterclass. That's beautiful. Mintzy missed a touchdown because his phone's been blowing up with people saying, I was on TV and I'm trying to find out if it was actually me. This is the photo from the broadcast. That's Ben Mintz, like, without widespread panic. That's like accountant Ben Mintz. Yeah, this is a Quiggs burner, bro. This is a Quiggs masterclass, not even just a burner. Dude, I feel like Mintzy can never tell if he's getting a real DM or not. That must be hell. Mintzy has been eating sunflower seeds and is just spitting out the shells with no regards for anyone. I think he is still unaware that he has completely covered the back of the man sitting in front of him. This isn't like that unrealistic, just to be honest. This isn't like that unrealistic at all. I could totally see Mintz just blowing seeds on a person. 100%. This is like almost real. But the Photoshop is so good. It has 16,000 likes. 484 retweets, 1.2 million views. Danny Boy Kane has received a FaceTime from Ray Lewis, who was down on the sideline. When Mintzy popped in frame, Ray said, "Don't act like I didn't see the video of you singing in the kitchen." I mean, Jesus Christ. Also, shout out DBC for the... He's either dual phoning or has one of those like wallet phone cases, which is just awesome. This is unreal. This might be the best part of the whole thing, the Centel. Mintzy spotted Archie Manning in the bathroom during halftime. He immediately went up next to him to pee. Told him he was a big fan and would love to do a hype-up video with him. And then he immediately started filming at the urinal. Quigs is him, bro. Quigs is him. Mintzy has started talking about... This is like a Bad Luck Brian account almost. Mintzy has started talking about potentially pushing his flight back depending on quote-unquote how much it will cost. He has approached Chris and asked him if he's planning on using all of the donation money. Well, technically, you know, they're donating because you're here with me, and like, you know, I know that, like, you know, you gave me a ride and all, or I know that you like picked me up and dropped me off at Riggs's, and you saved me that seat on that Southwest airline, and you know, technically, some of that money, you know, technically speaking, I should get a little piece. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got a little piece of that. You know, I just think it'd be fair if, you know, I just got a piece of the donation. You know, your brain cancer and all that. Like, I'm sure you got enough money, you know, to solve the brain cancer. But for me personally speaking, like, you know, I gotta get home. I gotta get home. I gotta get back to Chicago, man. I don't know. I really do think that, like, the 10 grand, you know, I know you're somewhere upwards of 50. I think you could take the 10 and you could solve the brain cancer, you know. So let's stop being greedy. Let me get a piece. That, like, hurts my throat to do. And while you're at it, yeah, why don't you throw some Panic tickets in there as well? We could run Panic next time I'm here if you pick me up from the airport. You know? What a guy. W. Quiggs, man. W. Quiggs. What a guy. Doing a Mintzy impression is fun. Doing Mintzy is fun. Wow, that felt good. Oh, I need some water. All right, let's go back to Tate. I want more Centel. We should create some more Centel. What else would, like, Mintzy get into here? Let's see what actually happened. And then, oh, is this Mintzy losing?
Danny. I know they're going to try something over the middle. Some over the middle.
Oh, the flag. Oh, no. Oh, no. They lost, huh? Arm is at a questionable angle. Okay, this is where, like, Quiggs has to put him in, you know, Centel should put him in like a you know, Hugo Boss. Let's get Mintzy and Hugo Boss. Kevin, thank you for the $10 super chat. Beach House Centel would be incredible. You're a genius. April, I think, late March. Spring Break House. I think that account will be called like Beach House Centel. Maybe some characters called like Dickie Smokes. I don't know. We're just Ella Sniff. Mike Gadick. It's gonna be cinema. I can't wait for another for more reality content. Yeah, someone got to Photoshop Mintzy and Hugo Boss here for real. Let's see what else. Post game, okay. Post game recap. I don't know if I really care for the recap, for being honest. It's so like I lost it. I'm not doing it again. It was one time. Bro, why does he looks like he just like ran a marathon. He looks like he legit just ran the pause marathon. Like, why is he? I guess he puts his entire body on the line when he's rooting for Ole Miss and running hottie toddies, but man, is that a tough look. That's a drunk man. He looks hammered. If Mintzy was secretly just like hammered at all times, I wouldn't be shocked. But the 8 NA clip last night was like whatever. Look at the Mintception. So you have Mintzy giving a post-game reaction. You have the guy with brain. Shout out him, man. I'm happy that we raised money for him. Just, you know. He's filming Mintzy's reaction, and then Tate is filming the behind the scenes. This is art. This is different. He does keep looking at Tate. Why? Stop looking at me. Look at the camera. Danny Boy Kane is filming too. This is beautiful. I'm gonna be honest. This is just beautiful right here. What's happening? Tate reporting, getting that. And then getting Danny Boy Kane with the phone, the wallet phone case. It's beautiful.
The stage ready now. There was some nervous moments late, but we got the job done.
I'm happy for DBC. Very happy for Danny Boy.
I'll tell you something. Like I said, Ole Miss is a hell of a team. They're one outstanding football team. Congrats, Danny Boy. That's Barstool taping for documenting me. Thank you very much.
Shout out. Also, shout out Derek from the chat. Derek, I didn't acknowledge your drink comments because I was pretty locked in with Tim. But Derek, I hope you're having a fun night, brother. It seems like you're getting boozed up, my guy. It seems like you're getting boozed up, my G. Mook, would you ever take Tate's place and film Mintzy on a trip? I don't think I could handle it. I don't think I could handle that. Personally. I don't think I would do a good job because I couldn't keep up with all this shit. It's a lot. It's a lot. Art. This is art. We should have Jacob on for next Wine and Paid and draw something from this event. Sell it. Give the profits to not Mintzy. Okay. Mintzy original content idea here. Take a picture of me with a Trinidad flag and say I'm flying it at half-mast. Genius. Genius. I get secondhand embarrassment. No chance I could do what Tate is doing. Tate's been in the pocket. Tate has no fear. Tate's been firing in crowded Scottsdale bars, on airplanes, with like generous stoolies. Like even like rolling up to the stoolies, I'd be a little bit like deep breath, you know? Spectate. Let's see this original content idea. Let's see it.
A picture? And then a picture, and then what's the caption? Oh, because that's the Trinidad. All right, picture. Gotcha.
Do you think he's getting mad at Tate at all, or no? Do you think Mintzy is getting like pissed at Tate for like documenting all this? No, he loves the attention. I don't know. I think part of Mintzy is a little self-aware, and he's like, you know, man, I just had Tate up my ass the whole week. I just kind of want to like operate. You know what I'm saying? If I want to take 10% of those from the brain cancer guy whose name I don't know, even though he saved me a seat on Southwest flight, like I'm gonna do it. I don't need Tate up my ass for all this shit. You know what I mean? He's telling me to explain content. I am content. I go viral. Like that's, you know, like that's like, I think part of that is like in Mintzy's brain, potentially. I go nuclear on I don't need Tate on my fucking ass, you know what I'm saying? That like hurts when I do that. Like my chest is like, I'm literally viral. Mintzy is the co-host of Still After Dark. That's true. Unjevan. They'll tell you right at Bush. Mintzy said this was Tate and Mintzy's big break. It kind of, look, it's like crazy to admit, but like it kind of like is. Like Mintzy might have just unlocked a whole new saga. This has been. Oh, Derek clipped me. Thanks, Derek. Thank you, Derek, from the chat. Appreciate you, cuh. Like low key, Mintzy might have like just unlocked the biggest boondoggle Barstool has ever seen. Hey, Mintz, where do you want to go next? He says the destination. He gets someone to film him, and he gets to use the power of Twitter and the Yak to get him to free places. He might have just cracked the code to life. Mintzy's rage bait IRL. That's a good way to put it. Tate better get ready. Tate better get ready to love wife a widespread panic. Yeah. I mean, potentially Mintzy could be like, hey, like my next trip, like I want to go to the Bahamas and play poker again. And just be like, all right, so who's going to fly me out? Who's going to pay my buy-in? At the same, you know, there's a Panic concert at the same time. Who's going to get me a ticket to that? Who's going to buy me drugs for that? He might just fully... And it's infuriating. I get why it's infuriating. I get why Brandon is like pushing back on it. Like, I completely get it. As a guy who just likes reacting to clips and doesn't really give a fuck what other people here do, I don't care. Like, I don't give a... Mintzy's life does not affect my life. But I get why some people would be annoyed with it, for sure. It's very fair both ways. I certainly don't give a shit. I just want more Ohio State Centel clips, you know? That's beautiful. That's just a good tweet from Tate. That's just a good tweet. All right, now I think we're caught up on Mintzy. I kind of did. I probably missed a few things. Jevan, I'll tell you right, Bush. The bush push. See, even the bush is getting in on it. W. Gianni. Shout out Gianni for the graphic. W. Gianni for the graphic. No shot. Mintzy knows Corey and Chris' name still. No shot. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Yeah, see, like, Cavan's already like, yeah, you're good. We don't need to see any more mints for the rest of 2026. Unless it's on Centel. Like, see, like, yeah, I get it. It's a lot. But as a guy who's been streaming for the past 6 hours and hasn't gotten his fix, I kind of want to see if I missed anything else. Like, I didn't see the Lane Kiffin video. I would like to see that. This is great. This is great. I'm a simple man. The Mintzy stuff makes me laugh. That's pretty much where I'm at. Well, they may be fierce competitors on the field. Some things are bigger than sports. Mintzy helping him tie his shoes. Aw. That's beautiful. See, that's nice. That's nice. Any chance to get Eddie on for the reaction to Mintzy Widespread Panic? Nicky Smoke, Birds, Mashup. I don't know what that is. I did love Nicky Smoke's video last night about the Trojan horse and that woman bringing 8 dudes to the table. That was pretty funny. Vintage Nicky Smokes. W. Nicky. Off the Fiesta Bowl. Like, you can't recreate this anywhere else. We're off to the Fiesta. Selfless move from Biz to get the Uber XL and then sit middle back. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Biz called it and sat middle back? Mintzy. Mintzy. Bad Mintzy. That's bad. That's bad. Come on, dude. If someone else calls the XL, you're climbing in the back. Biz Nasty's a serial chiller. That is what this has shown me too. Like I watched them arrive to Biz's house, and he's just like, "What? My house is your house. You want coffee? I got coffee. You want booze? I got booze. You want. Here's the chair. I want you to sit in. I got a private chef coming. Like, Biz might be a D1 host, D1 chiller. You want weed? I got weed. You want shrooms? I want shrooms. D1 host, S tier host. This is why, I don't know if any of you saw, I was on the dog walk and we drafted Chillest Dudes. Chillest Dudes draft. And I took Biz. I took Biz in my Chillest Dudes draft. I might be him. I might be him. Spot on. Great draft pick by me. I think it was like a 4th round steal, too. Oh, my God. They're loving the Centel. They're loving the Centel. Wait, did Biz leave the game? Did Biz leave the game? Biz went missing second half. Respect to Biz. Okay, here's the FaceTime. It's a 6-minute video? Jesus. Left to make food. He's got hockey stuff. Lazy River Day tomorrow? Oh my God, I forgot. I forgot it's still the week. This isn't over. Jesus. Who's going to film him when Tate leaves? Is Tate leaving? Biz has work to do. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Biz is a busy man. Is Tate leaving? I think Tate's leaving, right? Yeah, Tate leaves in the morning. 6-minute clip. Who was clipping Clubhouse? Shout out Callie, yo. Just on point. Just absolutely on point there. What was I just going to look up? Oh, Derek. Go show some love to Derek's clip, if you guys can. Go show love. Go show love to Derek from the chat. For clipping me while drunk. That's impressive. Impressive. Go show love on Derek from the chat. Mods, if you can drop the link in. Let me see. Yeah, I don't have it up on this computer. If anyone can drop the link in, that'd be great. But go show love to my boy Derek. He's the boy. He's the boy. I'm hammered. Clipping drunk, dude. I'll watch the beginning of this Lane clip.
What's up, Coach? How you doing?
No fucking way. Holy shit.
You answered because it's like on Twitter that Mintzy FaceTimed me and I didn't answer, which is not true. I don't have a missed call.
No, I just texted you warning you this was coming because I wanted to be respectful, you know.
No, I know, but then on Twitter.
Why is Mintzy on all four knees? Lane comes on and he turns into... What the fuck? Why did Mintzy just, like, completely back down there? I'm dropping this in the chat. The day you ride the bush, we stay right on. The day you ride bush, bush. Shout out Nightbot. Shout out Nightbot. Go show love on Derek's tweet. Yeah, Mintzy immediately folded.
This was coming because I wanted to be respectful, you know.
No, I know, but then on Twitter, somebody just sent me a video of you guys, and it said, "I hope Lane Kiffin answered this call."
Okay, no, I tried to go the route being respectful of you. And
He
that's
was
why I texted
totally
you.
respectful. He didn't want to breach your trust, dude. I'm starstruck. I'm a hockey guy. Good luck today. You built this program, and I'm sorry with all the other bullshit that's going on. Congrats on all your other endeavors, but you built this team.
Lane Kiffin in Biz Nasty getting on a FaceTime call is like too powerful. Just two powerful ass dudes. Two alphas. Sizing each other up.
Thank you. Thank you. You kind of feel like a proud parent, you know, but then
Like Biz just comes in immediately off the rip. Just hard hitting question.
Parent comes in after you did all the work, you know, and like everything, and then the step parent, everyone's like, "Oh, screw the parent," you know, and then I say it's like a lot of times the wives get that, you know, they do all the work and get the kids like for school every day and academics and everything, and their kid does great, and then the husband's like, "Oh, that was me." You know?
Yeah.
No, hey, 100, great.
What was that comparison? How did that get into like a gender role comparison? That's crazy. That's crazy out of nowhere.
Great analogy and 100%. And I think
didn't
most
follow
people
that.
who have a brain understand what you did in order to help build that program. And I know for one, Mintzy, like he's been a big supporter of you, and that's why I want to actually, you know, maybe facilitate a call and also some words of encouragement from you to him as an Ole Miss guy.
How do you feel about today for us?
I actually feel great about the game, and I got Dane and Joe Cox right
Oh,
here.
what's up?
We got 10 official visitors.
Biz is the perfect middleman for this interaction, by the way. Hold it. Here, hold it. Teeing up Mintzy, too.
Including quarterbacks and
I'll donate.
Yeah, I gotta ask. So, like, I know you want to see us, win, you know, like the proud father thing, and you got bonuses. Like, do you want us to see us win this damn thing, right?
So I actually wish there was a video. I was sitting right here by myself. There's a TV right here, and the kick went in, and I had the biggest. You know, like you can't control a reaction, like it's just like that. And so, like, I didn't know. Okay, and it was like my face was frozen with the biggest smile.
awesome.
Celebrate. It was so cool.
Awesome. Well, look, you know how I feel. I feel like you.
I mean, look, the fact that Lane didn't know this was being recorded is actually pretty fucked up. Has Lane ever publicly expressed that he wanted this out? I mean, this is just, what a visual. Mintzy on FaceTime with Lane Kiffin, Biz Nasty. And they're talking like nitty gritty, like how do you feel about Ole Miss? And he doesn't know it's being recorded. The next tweet.
You can tell how I feel. You gave us 6 years, man. I mean, like, we're not talking like you were there. When you got hired, I was like, this is awesome. We got Lane. Hopefully we get 2 to 3 years. You gave us 6. Took us to levels I never thought possible. With the
What next tweet? Is there a new tweet? Look at the next tweet. Where's the fucking tweet? The one after the call? Danny has zero respect for a hoe. I can't find the tweet, bro. Go back. You skipped it again? Bro, am I fucking Mintzy? What am I doing? Up. Okay, I'm scrolling up. We're off to the Fiesta Bowl. Water. Lane Kiffin FaceTime. Boondoggle. He quote tweeted it. Lane quote tweeted it? It's like 4 tweets up. You're Mintzying. Yes, I am Mintzying right now. Okay. Okay, I found it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What, he texted you?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said that he's not happy that you asked me to talk to him and you guys videotaped.
What does the text say?
That's crappy. You asked me to talk to him and you guys videotaped it and posted it. That's what he said.
I just assumed he knew.
I do assume he knew.
Ooh.
Is that bad juju before the game?
He doesn't give a fuck.
What, he texted
Danny
you?
doesn't get. Danny's calculating like that's bad karma for Ole Miss.
Back private with like it was after the Oklahoma win, and she was flying back.
Mintzy might have lost him the game. Mintzy might have lost him the game. Oh, I would actually love to watch the Chris intro again. To be completely honest, yes, yeah. But yeah, that clip made me cackle. Back to Tate. This was crazy. This was crazy. This was nuts. Boy. This is a clip. This is a generational clip. So much skin. Yeah, I mean, I didn't let the picture speak for itself, but yeah, a lot of skin. And look, I get it. When big boys lose weight, it's not always pretty. We'll get that talked. I'm sure Mintzy will get that talked on a free boondoggle somewhere, Like he like reshapes Wonton Don's hair transplants into like, yo, let's go get some fat removed. All right, couple here, a couple more here. I'm gonna give it a rest.
What's up, fellas?
Is that literally on the way here?
Dude, what's up, guys?
What's up? Okay.
Mintzy,
Dude, great to see you, man. Can't let you go
Come on.
Okay, so first sign here as a guy who's been in this situation before, where you just don't. Sometimes your name slips. If I was with these guys for this long, I would have remembered their names. But ripping dude, like a hard dude, means that you have no clue who you're talking to. Sometimes.
Boys, yeah.
Mintzy, can you introduce him to Biz?
Who's who? Sorry.
He's our boy. Dude, so he.
You see the face right before too? Biz knows Biz with the layup.
Rode on the plane. He's our boy. Dude, so.
Caught, you rat! Caught, motherfucker!
Mintzy, can you introduce him to Biz?
Who's who? Sorry.
He's our boy. Dude.
This is all time.
So he rode on the plane.
Okay.
With me
He knows what's going on.
yesterday morning. So yesterday, meet him at the airport, and he's
The word vomit to buy time. Fuck, what's his fucking name? What's his goddamn name? I forget his fucking name. I knew he saved me a seat on Southwest, but I don't got time to remember names. I'm fucking king. I'm king of the South. I'm a big name in the South. I mean, how do you expect me to have time to remember names when we got a ball game to win? And I was just at Rich's house, and this is top tier.
saves me a seat on the plane, and I'm freaking pumped to get to go.
He's still digging. He's still digging.
Yeah.
Wait, W. Tate here instigates Mintzy, who is it? And then just the stutter from Mintz.
Pumped to get to go to the
Mintzy,
game.
who is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. It's a bad moment.
Mincy, he has stage 4 brain cancer. He came to the
I
bar
know
last.
Corey. It's him.
Okay, so can you introduce
Corey
Corey
is
to Biz
him.
real quick?
This is Biz.
Good to meet you.
I know you. I'm
How you doing?
Well, don't dig through your phone.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta remember.
Accept defeat.
It's all right. Don't feel
No,
pressure.
I feel a lot of pressure. I feel like I have I feel this is a bad moment.
And then not only did he save you a seat, he drove you around for 3
Chris,
4 hours.
that's what it is. Chris Hilliard.
Chris, hey,
I
great
thought
to
I
meet you.
knew. I
That was very
see,
kind
I knew
of you to
Corey,
do
I
that.
knew it was Chris.
You drove him around all day?
No,
I
drove.
Oh, you drove him. You just
I was
sat
the
in
plane
seat.
guy.
Okay, wow, you guys were both helping him out.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, hey, listen, what's mine is yours. Come on inside.
Man. Oh, man.
Chris, that's what it is. Chris Hilliard.
Chris, hey,
I
great
thought
It's just brutal. I mean, this is all time, bro.
he saves me a seat on the plane, and I'm freaking pumped to get to go to the
Mintzy,
game.
who is it?
Yeah.
The quick, yeah, Crazy, bro. All right. Tay needs a vacation. Yeah. Play Mook. Yeah, I miss the beach. I like reacting to clips like this. It's very easy, but it's also like enjoyable. Very enjoyable time just to look at other people's shit instead of like whatever. Having just shit to look at. Chris is the man. He went to my high school and did stats for football and baseball and basketball. Everyone called him Stats. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Murph Dog. Murph Dog. Yeah, I really do think that I should get 10% of all the money, Chris. I mean, look, I know you got stage 4 brain cancer and all that, and you're like traveling back and forth, and life's been rough. But it's like, hey, like, would you have that money if it weren't for me? You know what I'm saying? If I didn't forget your name, if I didn't forget your name, and you'd say me not see you on Saturday. Look, you could take 30%. I want 70. God damn. Someone say Biz. I'm gonna do one more thing. Someone said Biz was like fighting Fighting Quig's tweet? New Centel? Nah. We got new Centel? We do have new Centel. First stop after leaving the stadium, West Valley Smoke and Vape. Mintzy is trying to return the 3 cigars he brought to Arizona, acquired from a Barstool Classic trip. Worst they could do is say no. Oh, this is fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. Where's they could do is say no, you know what I mean? Yeah, I actually bought these here. You can still see his ass. How can you still see his ass? The man is wearing a shirt and a sweatshirt around his hips, and you can still see his ass crack. This is Centel, Bo. You're getting Centelled right now. Ass goes up the whole back. Yeah, I don't think there's really much of a separation. The Call of the Abyss. Damn, is that it? I want to see Mintzy back at Biz's, bro. I guess getting out of there has got to be... Oh, yeah. Didn't it take him like 45 minutes to get to the game? I want to watch Son of a Boy Dad and play COD, but I wasn't expecting this. Bro, that's a god duo right there. Boy Dad and COD, that's a great duo. When I play solo COD, I throw on Bad Friends in the background. I throw up Bad Friends, and I play COD, and it's like a religious experience. Boy Dad's a great podcast. Wait, so where's... Let me just see Biz trying to fight people, and then I'm probably going to call it. I guess, yeah, we'll watch the Biz recap.
Oh, my goodness. I'm back home. Mintzy and Danny still at the game. There's 3 minutes left. Ole Miss just scored, so I think they're going to go up 2 points, 26-24. Oh, no, they're going for it. Oh, my God. I would pray for them to show Mintzy on here if they end up capitalizing here.
I don't know if I can watch this. I don't think I can watch this. I'm on Ark and Mook. That's another god duo. Shout out to you, Hig Daddy. Ark Raiders rips. This show rips. Have a fucking night, dude. Shout out, Chris. That's a bumper dad. Where are these Biz tweets, bro? Is that Connor Griffin getting a Biz Nasty retweet? Let's fucking go. Anyone have the end of the videos, more private show stuff? This is providing a 5-star experience. Are they eating when they get back?
When the boys get back, day it's been, you're probably wondering, why aren't you there? Well, I had to come home and make sure when the boys get back that they have their food prepared. We got unreal salmon, orzo, lemon.
This is what happens when you're like a chill ass millionaire. You're like, yeah, I got this guy Ben Mintz coming to my house. and this other coworker of mine, Tate. They needed a place to crash, so I'm gonna have them crash at my sick ass pad, and then I'm gonna cater them with a private chef and make sure they eat well while they're here with me, because why not? Because I'm rich as fuck and it'd be hilarious. And what a biz the man.
To squirt on it, little asparagus mix in there. So we actually got some soup for the boys. So I'm really looking forward to Mintzy getting back and Danny. And somebody's going to be celebrating. Somebody's going to be poopy pants. But what a semifinals the Fiesta Bowl have turned out to be. Woo!
Kevin, 1 second. Let me see. Oh, okay. It's a Tate tweet. Hold up. Let me cook. Thank God they had come here, Biz Nasty. Thank God they had cell phone service at the game, by the way. Purd, what did Purd say? You got any lobster? You got any lobster? I was really craving clams. It will be generational when Mintz comes back and he goes, I'm not really feeling salmon. Oh, God, man. Fucking dickheads. What a guy. What a guy. He's him. That's a man you don't want to fuck with. That's a man you don't want to fuck with. At all. W-Biz. The GOAT. This is that video from earlier. Oh, fuck this kid. Oh, fuck this kid. Oh, this kid sucks. Oh. The vest. The gay-ass fucking button-down. The tight khakis. This is a boy whose entire college career is funded by daddy. What happened? You fucking fun-ass guy. Fuck those kids. I wish Biz fucking Irish traveled their ass. You know what I'm saying? I want to give him a swirly. Yeah, fuck that guy. My daddy has a law firm. All right. Look, I think I'm going to call it there. I think I'm going to call it there. I've been streaming since 5 p.m. I'm a little burnt. Mintzy times Hugo's in your DM. All right, hold on. Give me a sec. Which DMs? Mook can't sleep or... Ooh, we might actually... Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Jesus. That's scary. That's going to do it. W chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. I know this was kind of promoted last second, and I got to do a better job of balancing Bush and Mook Can't Sleep, but changes are coming. Hopefully I'll have some breaking news soon. Not the Maresh stuff that he was bullshitting, but I'll definitely try to be streaming at least once a week here. But I will say this is for the real ones. The real ones are in the trap right now. The real ones are in the chat right now. Next Mook Can't Sleep will be Tuesday during the day for Wonton, and then either Wednesday or Thursday after Bush. And this is for the real ones. I know I've been focusing on Bush a lot. I have to do that for what's working. I'm doing it for my job. I think it's right now I have to focus more on it personally because I think the potential it has is like insane, and we're also like running a fucking team. So I'm doing a lot of stuff like off camera for that as well, like logistics wise or whatever. So yeah, there's been less emphasis on Mook Can't Sleep, but I'm going to make time for at least once a week, even if it's less of a fucking shit show. You know, like I know the old Mook Can't Sleeps were like, holy shit, we got like 5 people on tonight, and we're gonna get fucking wasted and hammered. That might not be the norm again going forward. If I want to do this once a week, there's gonna be some streams where it's just me back here doing this. To like 400 people, which I'm cool with. Like the 400 of the fucking boys in here. You know what I'm saying? But again, there will be like more lit ones. Like when we, Timm Woods was fucking amazing. It just sucks that the timing was Mintzy Bowl. So like, I do think if we did that again, like more people would be in here. It'd be a little more, whatever. But yeah, hop on, just chatting, see where the night takes us. Yeah, Callie, that's kind of what I want to start doing more of. So yeah, if you want consistent Mook Can't Sleep, some of them are going to be like super chill and like this. So appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for watching the show. Please leave a like on the stream. Please leave a comment on the stream after it ends. I will be live Tuesday from the office doing what Wonton did this week, and then I will be live at least Wednesday or Thursday night after Bush. Godspeed. Love you guys.